Hi, and welcome to the stream. I am the Great Green Arco Teacher, and this is the rest of the crew. For those of you who are new to the stream, fair warning as normal. What, is there something weird?
Chat. We were going to pull it up.
Oh, it should be up there on the main.
Oh, he told you how to do the D20.
Nothing on this,
He
though.
said something about it.
I don't think there's way
I'll
on
mess
that.
with it.
So standard disclaimer that I've been doing. We are in chapter 8 of Hoard of the Dragon Queen, which is the final chapter of this book. We have been going for more than a year, I'll just say that, more than a year, on this module. We will be taking a short break. Once we finish this module, we're going to do some internal stuff. Jordo's going to run the game for a while, and then we are going to...
It's not going to go.
What do you need?
It's like way heavy this way. It's all good.
What? Sorry. And then we'll be taking a break for a while, and then we're going to pick back up, and we'll be running Rise of Ch8-Ep to finish the Tyranny of Dragons. Second thing, if you're not normal to it, there are some house rules that we have. Feel free to put in chat if you notice them, or if you're like, what was that? I didn't think you could do it. We've house ruled a lot of stuff just for this game. Most of us have played together for a number of years, and we kind of know each other's shenanigans to a point, but you will hear it called shenanigans because there is stuff happening. And as I understand it tonight, there is shenanigans planned. I've been warned. I don't think you'll know what to do with this, so who knows what I'm going to run into. So if you see me sitting here going, it's okay. I'm mentally at least prepared for something crazy to happen. This is, I believe, episode 5 in this chapter. I think it's where we are, or episode 6. I forget. I lose track. We're not particularly fast through play. We're more about telling the story and things being interesting than we are trying to get through content. I don't know what else to say other than fair warning and enjoy yourself. So, when last we left our heroes, all of our, everybody was in, where were you? You were in the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were in the hallway outside of the guest quarters on the lower floor. And you had noticed in the first guest quarters that there was kind of this walk-through wall that if you looked at long enough, you could see out, you figured you could walk out. And you poked your head inside of, somebody poked their head inside of Rathmodar's room. And kind of got a quick 5-second skinny on that. And so I guess tonight, that's where we pick up. I believe you all are in the hallway outside. We'll walk around here and just do a general mini drop. They're all kind of in this area. Is that correct? Okay.
Oh.
Huh?
How did my wizard do? Oh, there he is.
They're all here. Kind of.
Do you know what it does? Read it.
What?
All right. Anyway, they're all generally there.
Read my spell.
And then the paper version will come off when we, assuming there's roll initiative. I'm assuming there might be a roll initiative tonight.
Potentially.
But who knows?
That's for you to find out.
Yeah. We've decided the GM has no idea. The DM's not sure
wrong.
if there's going to be initiative or not.
We can give you
decided
inspiration
there will
on
be.
that one.
We have no idea what's going on.
We think we know.
Oh, yes.
So, anyway, sup to thee.
All right.
I'm
One more
partially
thing.
eating dinner. Sorry.
And you're right back. I forgot one more thing. I always seem like I forget something every day. I'll be right back. You'll assess what you're going to do.
So,
It's got like hidden microphones.
I've got to wait till nighttime when he goes back to his room before we can.
Oh, I thought he was already in there.
No, they're both sitting in the library area,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
so this can't go on until
Till night.
and I can go, hey, Stuggan Klaus Hale, we need to have a conversation. Take him out to the thing. He goes in whenever I go in, invisible, jumps off the edge.
okay, the thing with that
we're gonna have to have a place to stay.
Misty Step. It goes to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Yeah?
Yeah, you
So
can
if
see
I
it.
drop down 30 feet.
You can't see the ceiling?
Yeah.
And then fall 10 feet?
Have the rod with you, immovable rod, just in case.
Occupied space.
Right. And if you get caught, he can fly down and grab you,
That's what I said.
and then he can fly.
He
down.
said no.
It's possible.
That's what I said. He said no.
It's not
Because he said,
possible.
too bad, so sad.
Sounds like somebody's
I can
planning on
teleport you.
70d6.
Maybe
I
8.
think it's gonna be more.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't the
So-
last time it was like 1,000 d6 or something
The
like
only issue is getting to everybody in that area at that time.
No, that's not going to be an issue.
Getting out at night,
Yeah, why?
Well, that's easy.
vampire.
Yeah, but that's not on that side.
That's easy.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to kill the vampire too. Oh, I mean, so sorry. Sorry, Dave.
Okay.
I really wanted walrus tusks.
We'll just have to see what they decide.
All right.
What time is it?
8:48.
Photon.
Do you mean inside the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a really good question. I have no idea. That's one of the things I didn't pay attention to last time. I would say mid-morning still. I think that last time you all got up, had breakfast, you moved some stuff around, you went and talked to the giants,
Yeah.
always talked to the giants. So I feel like it's mid-morning-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not night. I mean, it's definitely day. That's
Oh yeah.
faux show.
Maybe yeah.
So what's our plans on that?
Like I said, I can't do anything till later.
Well, is there anything you guys need me to ask the giants at all? Have we found anything more about them that I need help with yet? Because I'm at a loss for what
I
they
think
know.
we were gonna go talk to him at some point because they had, or the main guy had information on kind of like what his perspective on the cult and like what was motivating him, really.
Right.
But it sounds like you might not want to go by yourself. But he does have a relationship with Rezmir.
Right. So I
Yeah,
guess let's go do that first then.
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
that's
kill
what we're
some
gonna
time
do.
that way.
We gotta kill time.
We gotta kill
Do
something.
Are we all?
Yeah.
Might as well be
Exactly.
time.
We got some messages to deliver.
Yeah.
Got some messages to do.
I think we've
Okay.
got postal stamp, Father Time. Here we go.
Okay. Well, I guess do we want to go as a group up there then?
I think, ooh.
I mean, we have Rezmir.
Yeah,
Take us.
Rezmir can take us there.
Anywhere we need to go. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I can walk you around because I am beautiful. In case you guys
That
haven't
disguise
noticed.
kid.
You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Okay, so
Alright.
what's the plan? What are we doing?
We are going to, I think we're
What do
gonna
you
go
think you're doing? Let me
see,
say
what's
this.
the, what's the,
What's your plan?
we're gonna go see Head Dude.
Okay.
The head giant. I don't remember.
Blagovkus?
Yes.
Blagovkus?
Yes.
However you say his ridiculous name.
Blog.
Blog.
Blah, blah, blah. Wait, he's the vampire?
No. He's the giant. He's the one that you have a relationship with.
Mm.
Or Rezmir.
Rezmir
has a
does.
relationship.
Yes,
Mm.
that's correct. Rezmir has a relationship. Considering you, for all intents and purposes, look like Rezmir at this point.
Identical.
You ain't very beautiful to me.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah, my giant friends said that it'd be better to go without them.
Right. Like, he doesn't want to be
Yeah.
with me, but I can at least walk around to where people don't attack you.
Right.
So we should
So
definitely
do
go
we
up
all
there.
want to go then?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was over you guys.
I mean, I think so, because I know you mentioned that there were ogres or something up there kind of defending him.
Mhm.
They weren't very
Yeah,
smart.
he saw.
Yeah.
There were ogres doing javelin type
Yeah.
practice. Yeah, he saw
So
that.
we may
Mhm.
come just for backup. So.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I say we Resume take us to your leader. Oh wait, are you the leader?
I don't know where you want me to go, but
You're taking us to head honcho.
Sure, but you don't want to be seen with me with him.
I thought
What?
it was okay, because Rasimir's got the relationship.
Yeah, but you just said it's better not to be seen with me.
Not with the giant.
The Giants said not to go with them.
Yeah.
The giants, the two giants.
Hocus and Pocus.
Werfel,
Wiggles and
Wiggers, and Jigglypuff.
yeah.
Hold on, Wiggles and Adolf.
Let's go find out their names because
Yeah.
as well.
I'm close. It's an H. Helga. Hildoff.
Wilgoff
Yep.
and Hulda.
See, I was so close. Adolf.
Wigloff, not Wilgoff.
Wiggles and Hold'em.
Wigloff and Hulda. So Wiggles and Hulda.
Yes,
close.
that's what we're
Wiggles
calling
and
it. Wiggles and
Hold'em.
Hold'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, they told me
Yeah, they said
it would be better to go without them.
right. They know because they already know his position.
And they
They've already-
respectfully are
and
following.
Yeah, they do.
They've had their conversations. They've said their piece, and right now they're not completely for nor completely against. They're just kind of in a holding pattern of pseudo submission at this point.
But they want, well, the leader wants a war to reestablish, I guess, giants.
Well, it's what he knows about blood. Right. So your goal is to talk to him.
Right. I think so.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. So you all would leave this area. So you're not currently going to disturb the wizards and other goings on.
No,
in that-
correct.
Okay. So you would be moving around to go upstairs. Are you all going to pick up any treasure on your way?
Oh, it's here.
And we're gonna take
Sure.
a picture.
I will take a box.
I'm gonna command orders and tell them to get to work. So they're all gonna grab boxes.
There you go. I'll take the initiative before you say it and grab a box.
Yeah, do not mind.
This one
I'm
needs a
good
promotion.
cultist.
I'm gonna.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all going to pick
Yeah.
up boxes on your
Yes.
way out. All right. So you are able to very easily, at least because you're going under the guise of putting stuff down, you're each able to kind of grab a box of loot or treasure and take it into the main treasure cavity before continuing upstairs. As you come upstairs and come around where you would normally see stuff, now today there are 11 ogres up top.
Fantastic.
So
4 to
they're
11.
they're
Da-da-da-da.
they're doing some javelin still stuff here
Uh-huh.
too, but you also see some hand-to-hand kind of wrestling.
Okay.
They're kind of there's a few of them kind of pulling punches. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going all out on each other, but you can tell that they're practicing some hand-to-hand combat. There's appears to be some other training going on up here.
How close are they together?
They're kind of dispersed amongst
Okay.
this upper chamber. I mean, realize this
Exactly 20 feet apart.
this upper area. Well, realize the upper area here. Those squares are 5 feet.
Right.
So
Oh,
it's
this is huge.
Yeah, it's
You know.
it's huge.
100 by 60.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's big.
Yeah.
So in one area, kind of throwing toward, if you were to try and
It's our
draw
largest,
this out,
largest
you would-
package we can
you would
deliver.
basically say there's 3 or 4 or 5 over here,
Okay.
kind of throwing toward this wall at targets that are along this wall,
Okay.
and then there would be a group over here, kind of doing some club swinging practice, and there'd be some over here doing some wrestling. I mean,
Okay.
they're not really clumped. It's not like
Right.
that. I know that you're like
Like a
"Oh,
training
fireball, kill everyone, 'cause it would be so easy. No, it's not like that. It's spread out like you would expect. There's a number of them, but it's not.
So 3 fireballs.
It would probably be 4 fireballs if you were going to try and nuke the entire place. Is that trash? So, yeah, it would
Alright.
be a lot of work.
All right.
But you can see that here, on the
Yep.
on the ground floor, where you saw the fog and stuff kind of take a while for it to lift. There isn't any hint of that at this point, so
Okay.
you can pretty much see the sky. You see some clouds floating above you, which you can see off in the distance.
Okay.
Once you get over your perspective is always up because of the height of the walls. I mean, the walls are 30 feet high.
Right.
So it's not like that. But you can see as you're standing just in the doorway at the top of the spiral staircase, you can see the tower across the way, and you can see what appear to be some lower buildings kind of built into this outer wall.
Okay.
You obviously can't see in them, but you can see that there's spaces in
Right.
those.
Right. Okay.
So that's what you see.
Do we want to continue on?
Yeah.
Whatever
I'm gonna go to where I think that guy is
Okay.
All
And
you-
because
And where do you think that guy is?
Uh,
If you were to.
not in the broken one where I know the vampire is,
Did the Giants tell
or
you?
I think I know the vampire is.
Right. It's not going to be in
They didn't.
the.
I'm assuming he is going to be in the very front if he is steering this thing.
Okay.
If you guys want, I can just go ask the giants.
Weren't they?
Go get another crate, you.
I'm gonna set this one down, and I'll go turn around and go back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go down and find William Wonka.
Wiggles and
Wiggles and hold him.
Okay. So, what exactly are you asking them?
Hey, I'm just gonna mention that. Hey, I know we already discussed previously to not have you guys take me up there, but I'm gonna go up there. Can you tell me where he's located?
And then you see the guy look at the girl and go, I wondered when he'd ask us where he was. Of course, you're speaking in giant, so
Right.
it's not like anybody else heard that. I was wondering when he was going to do that. He said,
He is a
There-
barbarian.
there are
Paladin.
there are
Vengeance pal.
there are 2 tower spires that have entrances on the second floor without going up the glacier side, and the small one at the front is where all the controls are. But that's normally locked. There's no reason to ever go in there, really. And so the really big spire, or the big tower, it's not as high, but the bigger round tower in the back is where he stays. And just realize he has ogre attendants. He has people that tend to his needs because he's important like that, right? Because he's the leader. And so just be gentle.
Gentle as a giant, you know what they say.
Well, if they're not expecting you, they'll probably assume that you're not to be trusted, so just bear that in mind.
Is there any, other than speaking giant to them, is there anything I can do to make them understand I'm friendly? Because obviously he knows you guys and you guys can walk in.
Sure. We're giants, though.
Can you guys make me bigger, like a giant? I know you were doing spells earlier.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of magic we know.
I tried.
They know
It's-
giant spells.
We know giant spells, but not make little people bigger spells. There's a difference.
I hope
Oberon came
he's...
back.
Yes, we
Came
all
back for
just
a little bit. was that Wiggles or Holden?
like, oh, that's just a stupid question.
That sounds like you boys are pretty stupid down here. I don't know that you know how to make friends in places.
You can't steer this castle.
You can't steer a castle?
Those guys are racist.
Steer castle? What kind of fool do you take me for? No, he basically,
Only things that come from Texas.
he says, he likes to be complimented. So, he's pretty proud.
You're
so
very
if you play to that,
big.
then
You're a big giant.
You're
Then you'll
a
probably
large,
be fine.
giant man.
Awesome. Okay.
roll me history.
You don't remember where he's at.
I sure don't.
You start to walk back and forget what they told you.
Does this have to deal with rocks?
I'm gonna use.
Or stone?
I'm gonna use
Wait,
my.
they are
I'm
stone
gonna. I'm
giants.
re-rolling that. I'm using my.
Michael? There are stone
And I've got
giants.
stone cunning.
Isn't that
I can tell how
stone?
old these stones are. How cool is that? So I'm gonna walk up and just kind of feel one, and based on my stone cunning,
Oh. You need to re-roll that. What? It didn't land in the tower.
it did that time. And it was the same number.
Oh. You didn't get in the tower again.
Yeah, but don't I
Your dice
gain?
feel neglected.
They do, dude, and that's horrible. So based on my
Metal.
stone cunning, let's
I don't
see.
know what your stone cunning has to do with it.
Well, they are
I'm-
stone giants.
They are stone giants.
They
So
are stone giants.
I'm at their shins, feeling their shins right now.
To research.
You're grabbing the back of their calves.
So
and
making
going, man, those
Double,
are,
what is my normal
those are
proficiency?
mighty.
Grab and hold him.
Yes.
Oh,
Wiggles is getting jealous.
Oh, bonus is 6 to check. So, well, okay, that's horrible. But based on that, I rolled a 9 on my stone cunning history check. So I'm gonna tell them that they're at least. Oh, how do I insult them the least?
You were born yesterday.
Yeah.
You built like
I'm
Polish
gonna-
granite, I tell ya.
And am I?
Polish granite!
Am I touching Wiggles or Higgles?
Well,
50-50, you decide.
Yeah,
You
roll
told me,
roll
boy.
for it.
You're the one that's putting your hands on giants.
Well, I rolled an even. I did odds or evens.
So which do you want to be touching?
I'll just the guy. I'll be
Okay.
touching his shin.
Okay. Woodloft. Woodloft.
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Wiggles,
Wiggles.
and I'm just gonna be like, wow, you're way older than I thought. I'm guessing this is like 270 years old stone. Like your stone looks fresh, you know? Like I'm really gonna tell him he doesn't have any moss, like
it's nice and polished.
Yeah. You spend a
Smooth.
lot of time polishing this stone. You got slick spots, buddy.
I'm just gonna tell him I didn't notice that the first time we interacted. It's just something I noticed.
And so he'll say something like, thank you, little one. If you take the time to revel in the glory
Of my calves?
a stone giant.
Oh no.
Be well. Okay.
So he tells me about the towers. Tells me to compliment the other dude.
Yep. He said that. Well, he just says that generally speaking, that's going to help you get along. That's he likes that.
You can feel the shins.
And I'm gonna turn to Hocus and ask her, may I? And I'm gonna reach for her shins. And
She goes to like slap your hand away, and just like knocks you about 6 feet away. Just splat. Like, nope. Nope. So let's see. You're gonna take you away, and you like fly back and clatter, and you hear her go, "Sorry, son, I didn't mean to hit you quite that hard. But no thanks, I don't need any investigation."
I'll just tell her, wow, I was just checking.
Things.
Yeah. I love stones. That's all I gotta tell you.
And your husband's got a mighty pair of them.
Oh, they're married.
I don't know.
I don't know. They don't know
I
either.
don't know. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna get up, brush myself off, and then, well, alright guys, I'm out again. I'll probably see you in another half hour or so. And just walk off.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna forget the treasure. I'm gonna go up with a new box of treasure.
Okay.
Let them know I brought the treasure back, and then I'm gonna inform them of the towers, and that I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. So
'Cause I'm probably
I finally found what I was trying to have you remember.
Glad we took that time.
I was like, there was something I wanted you to remember. You didn't remember.
I didn't.
No. Because you rolled a 9.
And you were feeling calves up.
You're like feeling up calves and stuff, so that wasn't.
I was trying
It was
to remember.
utterly ridiculous.
I do remember that we used a banner to get in here. And
Yeah,
the
but-
ogre's back down.
Well, that's fine, but that's for.
But you remember there's more than one way to
Skin a cat.
kind of say good
Deface
things
an
out there.
ogre.
You know,
Yeah.
like to get on board, there was more than one way to get on board.
Yeah.
There's more than one thing to say or do.
Right. I think they had the hand
And one of
signal.
those-
Yeah, the hand signal.
The
One of
the
those-
claw. That's what it
The
is.
claw. Yeah.
Hail.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the claw, little Gipper.
It's the claw.
So yeah, so I'm gonna relay that info to them,
Okay.
and I'm back up with them now.
I wonder if we could take the.
Hey, go get
Elevator
more.
down.
I
Go
wonder
and
if we could take
down.
the little dragon things back up to where he's at. Like get him from the stables. Just fly off and back up. I don't know. That'd be pretty obvious though.
I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
Like, it's a fun idea, but it's not a good idea.
I agree.
I think we could do it. We would bring the castle down
Get in the control
faster,
room.
faster than we needed to.
Yeah. Get in the control room. Turn this thing back to greenest.
It would be very quickly back to greenest.
Alright. Well,
So what are we doing?
I guess we can. You guys want to keep going towards
That's
the,
this
yeah.
guy's call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm letting them know about the towers, the 2 towers.
Okay. So what do you mean you're letting them know?
I don't remember what they did. I know one of them's a control room and one of them's
Okay. Well, you remember because it was 12 seconds.
I-
Elephants never forget. The small one near the front has the control system in it. The larger one, and I mean smaller in diameter, it's taller, but that's the one in the front, or toward the building side. That is where controls are done. Blackicus stays, lives, and ensconces himself. I don't know, pick a word. In the larger diameter tower that is lower near the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him about the small tower first, and tell him it's locked and most people don't go in there. There's no need for us to go in there. That's something we can break into later. Also, I'm not yelling that. I'm making sure nobody's around us.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Did I just say that out loud?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell him about the fatter tower. And tell him Wiggles and Hufflepuff told us that that's where Bragthor would be.
Blackicus?
That one.
If we're gonna be sweet talking this guy, like you mentioned, would be a good idea. Probably be good to remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Yo B.
Yo, B.
Anyway, yeah, he likes being sweet talked.
Alright.
That's the biggest thing. They said that we could get on his good side.
You'd send messages to him. Sweet messages.
Ooh, yeah, you could
Sweet
totally
nothing.
sell him with sweet messages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're the one who sends messages.
And you're Resmir.
I am Resmir.
Hey.
But I don't know
Sad.
Giant, so he's
Yeah.
the sweet talker.
This guy might speak common.
That is true.
He is a cloud giant. He's
Well,
not
if
a.
he-
We're best friends, remember?
He's not a stone giant. So if,
Yeah.
so Resmir would know how to communicate with him if he's best friends with him already.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm best friends.
You guys are
We'll
somehow
find out.
acquainted.
That is correct. You are somehow acquainted. That, wow.
You know what? Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go get more treasure. Yes, sir, Resmir, and I'm going back down to the giants
Mhm.
before we step further. And I'm like, hey, giant friends, what's up?
Back again!
Question: I knew it was 30 minutes, but I thought of something
It's
else.
your boy.
Mhm.
That Resmir fella.
Mhm.
I know you guys don't much care for him. Not that you like him or dislike him, but you don't really care for him.
Right.
And you already said that he was. You think the cult might be using B-Man, Boss Man. What's your guys' take on their relationship? Have you seen
I don't
them
know that
interact
I
before?
don't know that I understand your question.
Have you seen them interact before?
We've talked to him. He and Resmir have come to an understanding. That's why the castle is transporting this treasure.
No,
So
I
I'm not
mean,
sure that I understand your question. I mean, I'm not trying to be just even as a DM. I'm not sure I understand your question.
right.
Because you know that they have negotiated
A deal.
with one another to work with one another. Resmir needs to have a
Correct.
mobile collection and transport facility,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't necessarily like the way they're going about it, but the cult is stirring up the dragons, and that's what he needs in his mind to unite the giant clans together. So it's what I'm
I guess
saying.
my question is, have you seen them get along, or has it been very cordial? What were their
They
mannerisms?
wouldn't have had access to that meeting.
Okay.
The stone giants would not have been privy to that type of a coordinated meeting, so they wouldn't know.
So they wouldn't have seen. That's what I'm saying. Have they seen them interact at all? In that, like, even just.
Not enough to give you an answer. I
Okay.
cannot, as a DM, provide you an answer. There would not be enough here for me to give you an answer either way. I mean, up or down. I'm not trying to be facetious.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
There,
just kidding.
It's a pre-existing
Right.
understanding that you are walking into.
Okay.
And from
Back
a
up I
certain-
go.
From a certain perspective, they are too. They understand that he has already negotiated this, right? It wasn't like he negotiated with it after he went and got them.
Right.
They're there to kind of, Blagacus is trying to get the giants to see and to join up under him. He's trying to demonstrate the power of this alliance and where this thing should go based on this. So they're along to kind of see how this relationship is going, to see when and if they report back whether or not they can call other stone giants to his side, right? I mean, it's part of the, okay, you say you're doing this, let's go,
Yeah.
let's send an envoy, let's see what is actually going on and see if this is something we want to get in the middle of. So that's
Right.
kind of their portion or their part in being here at this time, but to understand the relationship, that's kind of above their pay grade.
Right.
Does
Right.
that make sense?
Okay. Then I'm gonna go back up and just when I get back up there, I'm gonna be like, "Oh man, guys, I couldn't find any more treasure for the time being. This'll do." And I'm just gonna pick up my old treasure and keep walking with them. And then I'm also gonna whisper, "I didn't find out anything on how you should act with the other guy, other than what we already know as a group."
Sounds good to me.
So I
That's
say
the only
we
way to-
move towards large tower.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to go.
Okay. So you're just gonna come out of the hole, and which direction are you gonna wrap? You gonna wrap clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well,
on
we've
the
got.
edge of that?
Do we have you in front, right?
I think so.
I wonder if we should have the banner as a just in case, like, you know, if the
Is it like on a flagpole, like a
We just
pennant,
waved it on your
or is
trunk.
it like
was-
a?
Oh yeah, it was just on your trunk.
Yeah.
Just going like that.
Or you were just kind of tied up. Yeah. You were kind of swinging around with the great nose of power.
Yeah, and then they back down. They just it's like
Is it like a scroll?
What?
The banner. How's the
Banner?
banner? Is it like something that's
It's
laid
like
out,
a
or is it like?
cloth. It's cloth, like a flag, like stitched.
Is it possible
Cloth,
to?
like
s-
a flag
I'll
thing?
I'll walk behind him and I'll just have it draped over the box that I'm carrying.
Okay.
Would that work for you guys?
I mean, maybe I would want a way to get it up really quick in case. Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah. I know it may take you a little bit, but we're not prepping it.
That's why I already have it out,
It's not a problem if things are actually interesting.
Yeah.
and it's already out. So I mean, that way I can get it up.
Yeah. There you go.
It's on the box.
It's this one.
Yeah. Hey, as long as we get this done before 2 hours, we're golden.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, we're gonna need a healer.
So which direction are we headed?
South. Real quick.
I figured that.
We're following you, Resmir.
I'm taking us where we need to go.
Yeah, but
Again,
he's
that's
asking
what I'm
which
trying to
way.
ask.
Which way?
Are you gonna
He
be
said this group is here doing this spear throwing. There's
going
wrestlers.
from the exit where the spiral staircase is, and you're going back from this perspective northeast, even though that's really not technically north because you're moving, but the upper right corner where he is, I need to know: are you traveling clockwise or anti-clockwise?
How about
That
counterclockwise?
Okay, anti-clockwise.
Yes.
Opposite of the clock.
Weird. Okay.
Why not?
So, just there are things I want to describe. So as you come out and look left, you see these new buildings. You know, these areas, and out of the longer building, you know, this longer one that's kind of almost straight across from you, periodically you see kobolds come in and out. And every so often they'll kind of walk out, they tend to walk down, and they seem to be busy doing things. It's not sure that they just seem to be busy, but there's a bunch of kobolds that just reasonably ignore you from a certain perspective, but periodically one or two come and go. They don't appear to be threatening in any way, and they don't really seem to be paying you any mind. It's just kind of a non-event from their perspective, but they are, and you know, there are other people you could interact with. There are three other doors in front of what appear to be rounded front ends, and you don't see anyone coming and going out of those rooms, right? But you do see that they're kind of rounded. They have just like all the other doors, they're very tall, 20 feet high and 10 feet wide, and got big levers on them to kind of open them up. Then as you walk around the corner, you notice that there's kind of a cave tunnel, and you could walk in there. You see it's kind of like just like the other caves that you just came out of. As you came up the spiral staircase, you that had its branching off of the spiral staircase. It looks like, oh, this is another tunnel that goes back in there and takes you into a kind of an upper area of this same cave system. It's just a different.
Great place
Entry.
to play hide and seek. Got it.
Yeah, it's another place to play hide and seek. So if you went in there, it's another set of tunnels to go in. As you continue around, once you kind of get to the backside, you can see that there is a small pathway that. Hey, come get some. You can see that there is a small path that it kind of goes back and forth up to the peak of this relatively large tower in the middle. You notice that it's crumbling. There's cracks in it, stuff like that. The windows that would normally be in this tower have all been sealed shut. But there is a balcony on that one side. You can see that there's a little bump that's out there. That's actually a balcony about 75 feet above the tower base, about 7 stories. It's way up there. So there is a balcony there. It appears that there might be a door, maybe. But you can see there's kind of a path that goes back up there to what seems to be a door. But at the front of the door, it appears that there's like rocks and rubble kind of piled at the door. It appears that there's something there, Then as you continue on around, all right, let's see, where are we? All right, so as you come back around, there are 3 ogres that are at the top of this tower, and they kind of lean over and go, "Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? You should stop there till we say it's okay for you to pass."
Sounds good to me.
So they're standing up there. This tower is approximately 70 feet tall.
Which one is this one again? I'm sorry.
It's the big one at the back.
No, the back one.
That's the one I just described with the crumbling stuff.
Oh, okay.
Now we're on to this tower.
Okay.
It's about 70 feet tall. The
We knew
top
that.
has
I know.
battlements, has matriculations and
Ballistas?
stuff like that. Well, like from our perspective, we would think them like where you would fire arrows. You have a part that you can stand behind, and then there's a spot. I forget the word for that, but castellations, I think is what it is. So
We know
you
what you're
have,
talking about. Yeah, those.
castellations around the edge of it, so there's castellations around the top. But it's like 70 feet up. I mean, it's really, really tall from our perspective, right? From the giants' perspective, it may only be 2 or 3 stories tall. Does that make sense?
Right.
Because the height of everything's exaggerated here. So they're like, "Hey, you should stop." So what are you doing?
Tell us when it's safe.
Who just spoke?
Resmir.
Like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't see you. You go ahead. Who are those people with you? Who are they?"
They're top cultists. Don't mind them.
So, top is good, right?
Yes, it is.
So they're good?
Yes. And I'm gonna make a prestidigitation of a sound to his left. That way he's distracted.
Okay. Be like, "Okay, as long as what was that? As long as they're good. Hey,
excited about these games.
Yeah.
They seem to be
Very.
Fine.
Yeah.
with you.
They
Top
seem
good.
like sweet talk.
I'm not gonna lie, prestidigitation
Oh,
and
that's
thaumaturgy are really great for support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your what is your
Goal?
what are you doing next?
I'm gonna allow him. Do you want to go in and talk to him yourself? Is that the whole goal that we're doing here?
Our goal is to go talk to him and tell him. I thought as a group we were telling him he needs to stop doing business with the cultists, right?
But he has a relationship with Rezmir because
Right.
you were telling us before that they wanted to go to war to unite the giants.
Right. What are you guys wanting to tell Giant Man here?
Maybe we can promise him a war. Just speak his language.
No, that's an ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was speaking ogre.
Just pretend you're an ogre.
Yeah.
Ogre.
I guess what was our goal with this?
I don't know. You're the one who wanted to go up here. I thought.
No, our goal.
Okay, so
I tried to talk to you guys and tell you this.
Let me try and help you as a DM because I feel like you're wandering around. And I feel my perspective is you're wandering around useful tools that you have in your bag. Okay, so describe the status. What is the status right now? Not what you want to do, but where you're standing, and what is going on.
It is daytime and
Yeah.
we need nighttime.
No, it's not nighttime. It's daytime.
No.
It's not daytime for
I-
you.
You asked what the status is and what we thought.
No,
It
not
is-
what you thought. What's the status?
It is daytime and we need it to be nighttime.
Okay.
Can we
Not
play
nighttime
the
for-
song of Sun? Make it night.
Anyway, make it nighttime. Okay.
The Sun song.
But what is your current condition?
He's Resmir.
I am a dragon.
Okay. So
Okay.
you are Rezmir.
Yes.
You can speak what language now?
Dragon and common and celestial,
And Celestial. Okay. And
not giant.
you have
Giant powers.
been armed with some information from some other giants. And what languages do you speak?
Giant, common.
Okay. So your goal then is to what?
He should go
In
in,
your
there
mind.
and talk to him because we're trying to convince him that the cult is bad. And if
Okay.
I'm there, you can't convince him the cult is bad.
Why not?
Why?
Because the Resmir's
asking
the head of the cult.
Because
But-
I'm part of the cult.
Currently. How
But
can Resmir
or-
say the cult is bad when the Resmir's the one who did the interaction? Like, Resmir's the one that did the...
The select button.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Is there a place for a sleep? You know? Is there
Or,
a campfire?
I mean, could just admit that Rezmir sort of got nuked and, hi, yeah, this was a bad deal. Let's, as a group, decide a new outcome with this castle thing.
Well, I think we need to promise him a way to unite the giants.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah, he wants it to happen.
that's what he wants. He doesn't, and the cult promised him a war, so...
How does he feel with you? Because
Wait a
you have...
I have no dealings.
You're
with
an
him.
elf or something?
Oh, no.
What are you?
A half-elf.
Oh,
I
no,
am-
not at all.
Hold up!
Way to play that one
Wait a
correct.
minute. No.
Like, way to play that one
I
to
didn't
its
call you
seats.
Big Nose. So don't call me that.
Like,
So-
good grief! No, calm down, dude. No,
No.
half elf. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He had so
So-
much sass.
So real.
He was really
He
offended
was
for a
real.
minute.
He was offended. I was like, wow.
I did not mean to
So-
step on your toes, half elf. Okay.
No.
Okay. Half sea otter. I
so-
don't know.
It's okay. We
Walrus?
He's only half a man. You know?
You're half elephant, half man. Which half? You choose. You're not all trunk and we know it.
It's the only thing that you love about you.
I can't believe you got so offended at that.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna take you in there with me because I'm gonna describe to him that we have a plan to start a war
Uh-huh.
that does not involve the cult and can still bring back the dragons.
What's our war?
This is this is my friend here that has a way to do that.
We're fighting against the cult, and that can be your ward.
Well, you don't have to prove it, but you have access to dragon things, and you can speak Platonic. Do you see what I'm saying?
That seems like a very
vague plan.
yeah.
He might buy it. He's a giant.
You may have to feel his shins up a little bit more.
Okay, so is your goal to continue
Deliver
the
a
ruse
package.
of you being cultists, or is it your goal to tell him you're not cultists?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because the ogres are
Yeah.
his. We don't have to worry about the
We
ogres
could
coming
just
and
tell him
pelting
like
us.
we can manipulate the cult, however
I murdered Resmir.
he, whatever in what way he feels best. Because we now have Resmir.
Oh, we have Resin under our control.
Right. So we can tell him that we can leverage the cult in whatever way he would want, what he feels best about. Because
I guess what he wants best though is he's already getting the cult to raise the dragons like he wanted. That was
I don't think he wanted.
he does because
Tiamat,
then
but-
no he wants them raised because then that way the giants have a reason to.
Well, he wanted
unite.
the dragons stirred up so they could go to war with the dragons. Yeah. We could still allow
So the cult
that.
is technically still doing his bidding, even if we step in or not at this point. That doesn't change
Right.
what he sees.
But we could prevent Tiamat, but still allow the other dragons to come back. So they can
He
still
doesn't-
get their war.
I don't think they care about Tiamat or not.
I think he doesn't like that.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I thought there was something that, like, he didn't...
I think you're remembering correctly.
Yeah, he did not want Tiamat back.
Why?
I don't remember exactly why, but he didn't like how they were going about it, but he wanted the dragon stirred up to create a war to unite the giants. So if we
So how do we convince him that this is not the war he's looking for?
Well, they could still go to war, but just not with Tiamat. We can promise him we can prevent Tiamat from coming back, but he can still get his war with the dragons.
Okay.
Or could go in there and negotiate and figure this out with them.
We
you
could
know?
say that, yeah, I mean...
We have to have some sort of leverage though.
We control
that-
Resmir
Yeah,
now.
we control Resmir.
Yeah. I think
So-
that's plenty of leverage
Yeah,
right
so
there.
we control Resmir. If he doesn't agree, then we can say, well, Resmir is the one holding the cards right now.
Because apparently Resmir has something on him.
So,
So now
what-
we can
so if
two-time the
that's
two-timer.
case-
Yeah.
That dirty
So if that's
two-timer.
the case, I guess the view would be what can we gain out of it by changing what Resmir is now doing, even though he's not, right? So hey, this is what he's doing with your situation. We can
Right.
make him change his mind.
Right. We can still give you your
What
war,
do we have against this?
but prevent...
What do we have that? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to figure out is your goal to go in there and try to convince him of something? Is your goal to go reveal something to him? Or is your goal to go in there and reveal to him that
Show him some-
Deliver a message.
here's a message,
Yeah.
hell hath no fury?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I
what
think-
you're...
I think we need to get him on our side, is what I think. Because if we can stop the castle from getting to its destination, then we stop all the treasure from getting there. So it prevents him, well, we think, it prevents them from getting the treasure to Tiamat.
Out of game meta, we're going wherever this castle is going, or else the next book can't happen. Just throwing that one out there. Unless we have some crazy, like, hey, your castle,
Yeah.
you just happen to
Well, I'm
be
just
here.
saying he may be able to take us where we need to go, but prevent where they're taking the treasure.
Cause some delays.
Ollie, get my mail bag. I got a message to deliver.
Get them a mail back.
You were here
Message
that night.
delivered.
We're the what are we? We're the postal service
Yeah,
or
something
Yep.
like that.
UPS.
We deliver messages full of pain and
Basically,
spite.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's-
death.
There's a spell that's been crafted that I just
Oh,
cannot
yeah.
wait gets taught to Joe.
Hey, come get me some. Is there some sort of history thing that I don't remember that I need to tell this guy? Is there a plan that I needed to remember that I don't apparently remember?
No, That's just there was a night that we missed, and we just delivered messages. And we were
Yeah,
like,
the
wouldn't it be
messages were
great to
just full of pain.
We deliver messages. Anybody who's gotten a message from us dies.
Yeah,
So we're
pretty
just
much.
we're murderers.
Death mail.
Death mail.
Death mail.
That's
Wow.
that's death mail.
Roll initiative. You've got mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime someone's about to die, message received.
Yeah, exactly.
Message.
It's just
Instead of roll initiative, message received.
That's what I'm gonna start doing. Anytime we get into battle, I'm just gonna message people. Message received. Or just
So it says message received. Message received.
Yeah.
Message received.
just be
And
like,
everybody, message received.
Yeah.
are you Resmir? Yes, you've been served.
Right. But I think we need to try to get him on our side, honestly. I think.
Yeah, you were talking to the guy in the bar. That's what it was.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like,
And
no, we'll
started
handle
talking
this.
about that, yeah. We're delivering messages.
Yeah, we're just delivering messages to people.
Oh,
Yep.
What are you doing?
Tilia,
We're just.
or whatever her name was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talus.
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 God, all these names.
Oh yeah.
We're just delivering
So many names in this campaign, Dave.
Oh yeah.
And there's not that many in this book.
If only you knew.
Oh, just you wait, Henry Higgins. Just you wait.
So, I think, I think we need to try to get him on our side.
Okay. So you think you need to get him on your side.
Yeah.
That color is interesting.
Playing with green.
I'm seeing the colors on the thing.
Oh, are they weird colors?
They were pretty close, actually. It's just we have more color over here.
Well, that's because the individual cameras, every time I reboot, it messes with the color balance and the white balance and the exposure, and I'm not going to go take the 10,000 hours to color correct both sides, then remember every setting and every week put them all exactly
Yeah,
back.
because we look like half elves over here.
I don't care.
Got him. That's how you know.
Say that.
Go stream.
Okay, so
I just think we need
are
to
you
get him
opening
off
the door or we're not opening the door right now?
Is there only, that's it? We're at the door?
You're at the door.
Yeah.
You're
You're
doing
at the
something.
you're at the goddamn door.
You're
You better
open
be
to
here
this
now.
thing.
Open the
tower.
door, and he
And-
talks like over him.
And you're gonna have to open that door.
Yeah, you're on your. I can go with you.
Nope.
Okay, you're on your own.
Unless
Can you
you're
message
changing.
him? Can you, like, so in case something happens?
I can see him.
I can't message him.
Okay.
The
Which
radio-
one of you has the bigger persuasion?
Hmm.
Yeah, thank you for specifying.
Me.
I'm a +4.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the highest.
You do speak
He's trying to
German,
get you out of your costume. That's what he's trying to do. He wants you to re-roll that costume bad so we can fail this Resmir look.
Okay, I'll tell you what I have in mind. Then we'll put some stuff in, maybe in context.
Thanks.
If the two of you try to have the conversation with Blagathus together, okay, then I will let the two of you decide who rolls the dice. Hold on. But you will be, I would allow for the two of you to work together for the conversation. That is, he would tell you what to say in Giant, you would perform it in Giant.
Ooh.
And so I would allow him to help you put on a performance because he knows the language if you were to be working together. I would permit that.
My hand is ready to make him a puppet. Come here, you.
You've never been elbow deep in an elephant before, have you?
Only trunk.
Only truck deep.
All the way to the trunk.
But obviously that means that you have to.
I'll roll whatever you
You know
want
what I
me to,
mean?
Dave.
No, I'm just saying that's
God,
That's the damage.
no. What I'm saying is, obviously, that is a thing that I have thought about doing to let you have your conversation. and to have an ability. I don't want to.
But for Resmir to go in and tell him, don't listen to the cult, and then Resmir's the leader of the cult, that's what doesn't.
Yeah.
add up.
Oh, there it is. Don't listen.
Okay.
That's where.
Wow.
That's why we were hesitant
I was
on.
like,
Made it all the way over here.
That's why we're hesitant on bringing him in.
Right.
That's what
I
doesn't
understand.
make sense to us.
Because if
That's what we don't. Something we're missing. Something
take
to understand
Charisma
that.
Boy with you.
I'm trying to. He doesn't
What
want
I'm saying
to.
is, you have to decide. I completely understand what you're saying. So let me put it to you in the way that I see the decision going. It appears to me that you are trying to make a decision on whether or not to reveal the change in Resnick.
Right. We don't want to get rid of that. We don't want people to know who I am. You need to go in there with him.
What I'm saying is, right, so you're saying it's more valuable in your mind
To
to
keep
not let Blackicus know that the real Resmir is dead.
Right. That charade needs to be kept up for everybody.
Okay.
Because if I have something over him and then all of a sudden I don't.
So we
You
don't
know
wanna
what?
say that
How
we
about
control
this?
Resmir?
How about this?
Yeah.
You lead us into the room, because as Resmir, that would be the proof of us telling we have control over Resmir. As you show it,
Yeah.
you tell him, hey,
These guys need to talk to you.
these guys, and you can just, and even if he asks who they are or anything, you just say they need to talk to you. Whatever you have to do, but then you can walk out, and we can even tell you we're good now,
We
and
could
to show that we have control over Resmir.
Mm-hmm.
could do this Star Wars Wookiee style, put Resmir in handcuffs and walk in, be like,
Yeah,
all right,
there
we
you go.
got him, and we've got all the dirt and everything. Don't ask how, but and do that. That
Yeah.
could be the way we do it.
Yeah.
Just so that we have everyone there and have all the pieces available.
But I'm not really worried.
So in that scenario, you would be telling him that you're not really members of the cult, but
Right. And the less people.
like you're not really in on it, like you're really against the cult, or just not in
Right.
it, or where.
I would say let him know we're.
I still think you should
us
just.
two are going to
you
be in
two-
there, and we will
We
let
need to
him
let
know
him
we're
know
not
that
actually part of
We
the
just
cult.
need to hang out afterwards.
I think we just need to
So-
let him know that we're okay with the war, but we're not okay with Tiamat.
So we're the Illuminati of the cult.
Yeah.
We're
Pretty
somewhere
much.
up here. Cult is here.
Yeah. Because he doesn't like Tiamat, the idea of bringing back Tiamat, but he wants to go to war with the dragons.
Right.
We're okay with allowing that, but we are not okay with allowing Tiamat to come back, and we're willing to work with him to prevent that.
Done. I like this plan. Hold on. It's a success. That's an 18. I don't know what for, but there we go.
Okay.
So yeah, let's have that plan. You are
Ooh, salted smoked ham. Mm-mm-mm.
Ooh.
You had me at ham. The fact that it was salted and smoking, yay.
you had me at aged.
You had me at age 9 whole months.
That's a tasty baby.
When a baby's age 9 months and it's salted and smoked, that's one healthy baby. That's disgusting. Everyone starts curling in the corner.
All right, Resmir.
Got that cranberry
Let's make
sauce
like
on
a
it
baby and head
Oh,
out
that's
on
right.
this one.
Resmir likes to eat babies.
Do we want the banner? I don't think we need the banner. I don't think that'd be
still.
good.
Nah.
We're good.
We don't need the
Okay,
banner.
so who's going in?
So us three will. You guys want to stand watch at the? You guys can wait at the
We'll
door.
be out the door.
Yeah, we may need your assistance.
In case if we
If,
have a baggage.
We need to have like a
Wrapping
code word.
fireball.
In case we need to deliver a message.
Do
Wait.
either of you know message?
No, I'm the only one. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not.
You have cantrip coins.
He's like,
It is still not message.
yeah. He's on a message, poop, and it's like, smoke. Dad, good?
Keep.
You should throw one as we come in, and we just make
Have
our
a fog entrance.
Fog.
So yeah, so us three will go in, and
You could put light on
that
this.
way you can still message them if need be. But we can go in there. I'm assuming he's got some guards near him because the giant
Well,
dudes.
those work as guards.
Yeah, but
There's 11 out in the court.
Hey,
The other
let's
two
walk in there. We
giants-
got this. We're
Yeah.
walking in there.
the two stoners told me that he's got some guards.
We walked in, Dave.
Okay, so 3 of you are walking in.
Yep. The three
So,
best friends.
As you
Flip over bar
as
stool.
you-
We're ready.
as you open the door, you hear a
Just
set of
lovely.
chimes, almost like if you were walking into a store now. You know, you open the door and it kind of rings a bell.
It's a convenience store.
Oh, Trader Joe, what are you doing here?
So as you do that, you hear a bunch of chimes go
Please
off.
tell me they're just like the wooden, just crappy, just. The wooden ones, not like the ones that sound nice, just the wooden like
Oh,
the
the
bass
hollow.
ones that you
The
have
big
on
ones.
it sounds like shit.
Clockable. Yeah, except they're all like this big around.
Yeah.
Clockable. It sounds like a bunch of tape.
That's funny.
So as you open the door, there are chimes, and the first thing you see is kind of a big open area. So this area is, oh my gosh, it's huge because you're inside this tower.
That's what I asked him.
I think
Oh,
it's
you
about,
asked them?
I think it's
I didn't
about
see that.
60 feet across.
That's what the.
What?
Both of
I asked him
them
how it
matched.
was, and he was like, "Yeah, we had a good thing." And then he's like, "So how was yours?"
Y'all are real brave. I think this is like 60 feet across. It is freaking gigantor. Okay?
Yeah.
Ah.
Big. It's like 60 feet across. We'll say 60 feet across.
Oh yeah.
Because
Ooh,
it's,
that's getting thin.
or maybe 80 feet across. It's a very large tower.
Oh, just wait.
Inside, you see what appears to be a very large table.
Mm-hmm.
Really a giant table, right? And I don't mean that like it's giant. I mean like it's set for giants to sit at,
Yep.
right? So there's a big table with some chairs. There's some smaller chairs around the outside. There are 4 ogres that are inside here and can stand up as you go in,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they kind of stand up and they appear that they have, you know, kind of some kind of spear in their hand, and they stand up. There's wood carved furnishings. The chairs themselves are wood. The table's wood, but of course, remember the walls are this chiseled ice stone thing. And there are murals that are kind of what we would call like chiseled into the ice.
Mm-hmm.
So there's these murals that are like 3-dimensionally chiseled into the walls of different things. So you have like in one portion there's hill giants, another part are frost giants and fire giants. So there's all these different types of giants. And so you can kind of see that there are different depictions, you know, one's in clouds and lightning and the other one's, you know, got flames and stuff like that. They have, the ogres have these helmets that have these really big feather plumes on top of them, almost like that really gaudy stuff the French used to wear. You know, it's got these big plumes on their helmets, and they've got their spears, and the two of them remain sitting. The 2 farther away, the 2 nearer you, kind of stand up and say, "Who goes there to see the king?"
Oh, they're smarter.
It's me.
Like, we understand it's a formality, but you must identify yourself. You know the drill.
Resmir. He's
And
here with
who
me.
is this with you? We've not noticed this rabble here before.
They are from higher up in the chain.
You see them look at you weird, like kind of that doesn't make sense to them. They seem confused by the idea of higher up in the chain. They, okay.
You kind of got like the Red Wizards of Thay, and then you have the Cult, and they're like right in between.
Maybe King understand.
He knows them
Okay.
but they need to have a chat with him. So I just brought him up here so that way you guys would know that they're good.
They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you see him go over and he goes, I announce you. And he goes over and there's, like a pull cord chain like you would if you were in a
Please
fancy-
don't say it pulls another one of the.
Get all the fun out of it.
Do the other side.
So he does this.
Yeah.
No, pull the other one. That one. Because they're gonna see it on the thing, so they doing the signal. Doing the signal.
Okay. So they announce you to upstairs. They announce you.
Yeah, it's just in brain.
So what they actually do is they reach over and it's kind of like a clog-a-log.
It's a lot.
But it's you can tell that they're ringing one thing, and so like in Morse code it's like clock 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 clock. So they're over there trying to announce who you are. And
Okay.
he walks back over and goes, "You can use the stairs. You can use the stairs now."
Oh God.
So you're gonna go upstairs?
Yes.
You want me to go with you?
Sorry.
Yeah, yes, for now.
All right. You just tell me when I can leave.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that was our plan originally, just to let you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Well, no, that's what I said because then that way it shows that
Surprise. Yeah.
shows what our
That you
power
own me.
over
Yeah.
Rezmir.
Should I change into my kingly outfit?
Yeah, is there a place for you to do that real quick without
I'll do
looking
it
all
in the
awkward?
stairwell.
Prestidigitation.
So we're in the stairwell right now.
I'm just gonna put on my cowl thing.
Yes. I'm gonna whisper to you. You can even show your other thing that you killed. What's his face?
Yeah.
If you guys are serious about being like, we know what's up. Like, here's the truth. We've murdered people.
Yeah, but who was that? I don't even know the person.
History check. You might be able to see
Do you have
that
my
it's-
book? Is my book here?
How about you? Hold on. No. Please stop. Really, I'm serious. Why don't you look at your character sheet? This is one of those things that D&D Beyond. If you open that book, I'm removing your ability to do any. You will do nothing with advantage the rest of the night.
Why would it be in D&D Beyond?
Trust me.
Yeah. It's
Go look at your equipment.
look at your
For the love that is all good.
Oh,
right,
I know what you're saying. I was like, I don't have it in there.
Don't you dare open that book.
I forgot we even did that.
Yeah, we used D&D Beyond and we can make custom items, but I totally forgot we could do like really cool stuff with it.
Cyan Wrath. I write nothing in this. That's why. Because I don't use it for anything.
It's really good. Yeah.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
Some would say.
Yes, very nice.
It is very good quality.
Very nice.
Very nice.
How much?
She said very nice.
How much?
How much?
Hang on. Let me put on my special bikini.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were
funny-
gonna grab your stomping boots
I-
before you went up there.
I've got a funny story. When I was in Europe one time, I can't remember what. It was like Austria or something. There was in the town square. There was a guy wearing that unitard thing.
A banana hammock.
Yeah.
Oh,
I took a
don't think
picture
they're
and it was
No,
the
but do you remember
strangest
that?
thing ever. Like I was in a
Help us
foreign
see
country,
what
had
Strange
no.
isn't the
I
right
forgot I had
word.
Probably not in
Gross.
here.
I think is the word.
I agree. But also in the town
The
square, there was a
vampires
person
like
walking a
live.
rabbit on a leash. It was so strange.
Good call.
I was just.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It was so strange.
That might be good.
I took a picture because I was just like,
I forgot about that. That I even had.
I
that.
wouldn't think
It's
they would
cool.
know this movie,
I don't think
and
right
then out of
here,
nowhere, it was just like
But
Right.
so strange.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So now you know who it is you dispatched.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't use this, but I do have other information that I forgot about. That's
He
what this
speaks
is
giant.
I speak giant, apparently.
Lorraine, I need you to rank your color choices for me and text that
Oh.
to me.
Yes.
While they're having this discussion, that gives you an
I
opportunity
don't
to
know
do
where my
that.
purse is.
Oh, so come get me. Our fancy DM here got us fancy. Do him to that camera. That one.
What are on your pants this time? Whose pants?
Yeah, here I'll show you.
Same pants.
Specifically.
Right there. Those are good. Those are 2 red ones. That's the black one, I think.
Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta.
That's the green.
Okay, yeah. That's...
And then
Polar bears.
Bunch of slightly oversized D20s.
bunch of different colors. DM got the nice, pretty,
They are,
crazy
So-
yes,
bone
they are
one.
the
I
two
don't
red.
feel like there should be like a choice for me.
Hers is white, 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 white.
Yeah.
You're way above. Oh, I
You
see
can't-
what you're doing. Yeah,
Oh
A
yeah.
little lower. Too high.
a little lower.
Too high.
lower,
You don't know what to do
lower,
with your hands. Go lower.
lower.
Okay, I'm 15 seconds behind.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
15 seconds.
That's great. It may not be in focus, but it's right there.
Yep.
Anyway, those are
I'm a
Christmas
half
presents.
elf.
I'm a half elf. What are you talking about calling me elf?
Hold on, I
Dare
got this,
you.
guys.
Elf on the shelf.
That's so funny.
Okay. So yes. So what is the plan?
I think we're gonna go in there and
So you're going
tell
upstairs.
them. Yeah.
Did you don any?
My
fancy underpants
my
or something?
my cowl basically. That's my royal
Oh, you are.
attire.
I'm a big
Yes.
important person.
Yes.
Okay. So you got an important person cloak on.
Yes.
All right. And you're just. Are you gonna kind of?
I don't have it exposed yet.
Okay.
But
The idea
I just
is-
have my custom cloak over.
and I am going to. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, I didn't hold it long enough.
Not yet.
I know.
Potentially.
Well, yeah, because I
Potentially.
I am.
So as you
Thank you.
walk up and you kind of whisper to each other, and
Fine.
you're kind of falling all over each other, and sound
Are
like
you wanting to show
a
it
bunch
off?
of idiots.
No, we're not.
As you finally open this door, you're
I
like,
was doing
"No,
the
shh,
dragon."
you first. No,
Oh.
no,
Dragon.
no. Hey, now
Until
you.
it gets in
Are
focus.
you with them? As you're
Currently,
going
he
in?
is. Yes.
You are with them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you all walk up into this this room, you can see that this room's decoration is somewhat similar to the one downstairs, but the murals in here. There's a new set of murals, and these show cloud giants riding what you could only appear to be giant birds. They've kind of sculpted these giants on riding and on top of these giant birds.
I also have that.
At one end, kind of on the opposite side of the room from where you came upstairs, there is an enormous bed, and the headboard of this bed looks like ice that's been sculpted to resemble clouds. It's very puffy, almost like it's been carved and intricately made to look like it's in there. There are furs heaped up on top of the bed. At the bottom, at the foot, there are 2 very large wooden chests that are at the foot of the bed. You could easily use them to climb up and sit on them. I mean, they're not chests like you could pick up with your hands. From your perspective, they're big enough. I mean, you could crawl on top of them like they're tables. You know, there's at one corner, there is a blue-skinned giant who's sitting on the. What?
I'm looking at the dice again.
Oh, who was that one?
I might choose the white one.
So there's this blue-skinned giant sitting on the floor. He's got his. He's sitting kind of with his legs crossed, and there are 2 ogres standing behind him that are
You would
combing
match
his
mine.
hair. He's got this really long white hair, and they're kind of attending, and
They match mine.
they're combing his hair right now. Just at about an arm's reach is what appears to be a giant morning star. He's just kind of leaning up against a chair
Okay.
as he's sitting there. Looks like he could probably reach it by just barely leaning over. It's just barely out of fingertips from where he's sitting, but it's right there.
Okay.
As you all walk up and into the room, he says, Resmir, I heard you were announced. What do you need?
These two. I don't know how she sounds.
Mesmer?
These two need to have a talk with you, sir. Right when he
Okay.
leaves. He's leaving and he misses this part. That's too bad.
What do you mean?
Come get me, son, said he'd be right back.
I'm gonna leave.
Oh.
And we're doing voices.
Okay, yeah, well, that's gonna suck. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what are you telling me?
These two need to have a conversation with you, sir. Playing with my tassels.
Like, my dealings have always been with you. Why would I talk
Message.
to them? So far, we're all in common, just so you know.
Right.
Like,
Message.
Why would I deal with them?
Tell him we'll take it from here in giant. Message received.
And I'm gonna look over at you. And then I'm gonna look back at B. And I'll be like, okay, Resmir, we'll take it from here. So I looked at Boss Man. I looked at him, made eye contact, like, yeah. Looked at Boss Man, and then I looked over at Resmir and said, thank you, Resmir, we'll take it from here.
In what?
Common. He said we all speak common currently.
Right, and I just
You tell me.
messaged you saying giant, we'll take it from here.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that
Yeah.
at all. I didn't hear
Yeah.
you say saying
He did
giant.
not receive
No, all I heard you tell me was.
No, I said you should say in giant.
Oh, I
we'll
did not
take it
hear the
from here.
giant part at all. Zero part.
Yeah.
I see why Dave asked that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes.
And I will turn to Resmir and say,
Wait, hold on.
okay.
So,
Flash that back 5
Yeah.
seconds, Dave. Okay.
why does it need to be dealing with you?
Yeah.
Message
Right.
received.
And I'm like,
Message
why-
received.
you know,
Right, and then I'm gonna tell him the giant out loud. Okay, Resmir, we'll take it from here.
But you're saying it in giant.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but
And
I can message him back in my head what I told him.
And he looks at you, kind of smarts up, and then he looks over at you and he goes, in common, he goes, when did you learn to speak giant?
I don't speak giant.
I'll turn to him and say, you can go now, Resmir. We're done with you.
And I'll walk away.
He says, so, and as he turns to you, he just takes his Morning Star, and he just kind of sets it in his arm. He kind of like cradles the handle in his arm.
Like
So
a
he-
9-month-old
So he has
baby.
it, well, so it
Heavily
looks
silted.
almost like a scepter, right? So you have this and it kind of runs down his arm this way. So it's kind of in his hand. It's not really, he's not holding it like this
Right,
because
right.
it's a big, spiky thing,
Right.
right? But as he grabs it about mid-hilt, the head's at the bottom. He just kind of picks it up and then catches the last of the haft before
Right.
the Morning Star and just holds it and puts it in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want you to
Right,
understand
like
his,
he's uneasy by that. Like I get it.
Yeah.
Right, you're catching his body language. He's like, and he's still sitting, so he's still
Yeah.
cross-legged.
Yeah.
He's so I've never met you. What would we need to discuss?
Well, just so you know, you're way bigger than they describe you. First of all, I've heard of big giants. You're by far the biggest I've seen. I'm gonna tell him that in giant.
Well, okay, little one.
And I'm also gonna tell him we come in peace, we mean no harm. Just so you know.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look back and make sure he's out of the picture. Like I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait, and if he's
Okay.
still like, I'm just gonna kind of.
You're gonna wait for him to totter.
Yeah.
off.
So he's still, even if he's still in the room, it's kind of that awkward. It's kind of that awkward.
Till
We're all
you
just
hear
kind of like.
just the stupid bamboo wind chimes that I left.
Bottle. Okay.
Bragathus, is that his name?
Blagathus.
Blagathus. Dang, I'm getting closer.
I know.
Each time I'm getting so closer.
Hey, he could be Bragathus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so when we hear the little wind chimes, is that the sound that he's gone?
Oh, you're asking.
I'm sure he's far enough away.
Well, this conversation is not meant for his ears.
Her.
Oh,
Thank
her.
you.
I didn't know Resmir was a girl.
Haven't you seen these bad
We had this conversation like 7
Oh, the
times.
bags of sand.
Yeah,
Son of a
I've got
gun.
bags of sand.
Yeah,
She got great big
Bags.
bags of
Bags.
sand.
that's true. I forgot about that.
They're medium bags of sand.
They're medium bags of sand.
They're 5 by 5.
I molded that earth
You
so
can mold
well.
Earth. You can mold
Oh.
Earth 5 feet by 5 feet cube.
It's
It's
just
like
a cube.
one mold Earth and molder. They're just big giant cubes.
They're Minecraft.
I
boobies.
picture Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly.
In block.
A giant Minecraft.
Anyway, excuse me.
You don't need a pickaxe
What you
for
heard me,
those.
what you heard me say, is this conversation is not meant for her. You see, my friend and I
what's
here.
meant for me.
My friend and I here have our hands in many pots. We make many dealings, and we need your help.
Okay.
And
what's meant for me?
I'm gonna lean over and
I'm gonna say Great Blagathus. If that's his name.
Blagathus.
Well, yeah.
It's good enough. You said black.
Okay.
Well, that's close enough for this.
I will
For what
say
we're doing.
we have heard of your plight to unite the giants.
Yes, they need a leader, and I'm that leader.
And we have heard that you are slightly, potentially, disgruntled with the way the cult is going about dealings with Tiamat.
Well, yes, there's the nonsense of Tiamat that they're thinking they're going to bring back the great, powerful goddess of all that is evil. Seems they've got a lot of work cut out for them. And obviously I hate dragons. So if that were to happen, that would be bad. That would not be my intended goal.
Then we share a common enemy.
What's my enemy? Do you
Tiamat.
hate dragons too?
Yes.
Oh.
Specifically.
You're with the cult.
That is where you are wrong.
We are not actually with the cult. We're above the cult. Resmir is currently.
We're the U.S.
We're the USPS delivering messages.
You see, right now, Resmir is doing our bidding, and currently the cult is doing what they need.
Thank you, goats.
We've gained control over Resmir.
Okay.
So
Good.
when the
Resmir
time
answers to
comes,
you.
correct.
Yes. Now. She
Since-
did not.
For
at
how
one point.
long? Because
A
I'm
few hours.
concerned. I'm concerned about. What you say concerns me because it could impact my dealings.
She was informed when we got here.
Of what?
That-
Dereliction of duty? What? I don't understand.
We don't
She
want
appears
see.
to still be wearing her mask, which is, as she's explained, is a symbol of position,
Correct.
It
power,
is.
decision-making ability.
We are.
That's how I knew I could deal with her.
Correct. We are trying to prevent them from.
I'm just not sure I understand little ones.
As far as the cult goes, they think Resmir's in charge. When we're around Resmir, she knows we're in charge. We have left her
So
to the
you
easy
have
dealings.
how would I say? You
Come
would
upon us.
have,
Yeah.
Yes, her back.
hold on, I'm actually thinking of a problem I have with the word, so give me a second.
I can't think of the word either, honestly.
Like,
Blackmail.
is it blackmail or extortion?
No,
Yes.
it's
Where
not
are
blackmail.
we-
It's
No.
I'm trying to understand your power.
the people who give
Where your power
Resmere
comes
orders comes from us.
Abort.
Why?
Okay,
Well-
say that again. Don't
Why?
tell him to stop. Don't
Because
Yeah, go
stop.
ahead.
I'll-
You
yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
do that
yeah.
in front of
Yeah,
him.
right.
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 So I said the people who give Resmere the authority to do this,
Mhm.
we let them know what to say. We
But-
tell them
So you're
what
behind.
to do.
So you're behind the.
We
the
are
Tiamat.
not. Our goal is not Tiamat.
No.
We are utilizing the cult.
Currently. Currently.
Okay. So the cult thinks they're going to do something. They're working under your instructions, but in the end,
It is not.
you're going to change their instructions.
We're trying to.
We are gonna
prevent
keep them from.
Tiamat from coming
Tiamat.
back. And we hate dragons as well.
But you see, my problem is, I kind of need the dragons.
Do you
You
need
do,
Tiamat?
but you don't need Tiamat.
That is true. But I need.
That's where we come into
I
play.
need dragons to. I need people. I need the giants. I need the folk of Faerun to see an increasing power in the dragons and a need for a unified response. I need them to increase their power.
But that's why we have the cult. They think they're doing just that, and we're letting them do just that. We will not let them
Bring back
bring
Tiamat.
back Tiamat. So as they're doing the dragons for your cause, they think they have a greater cause. They are pawns in the game.
So what's in this for me? What are you talking to me about?
Well, you
What
also.
what does this have to do with me? I
You-
mean, I can appreciate your revealing to me your supposed power.
You-
For all I know,
Give him a
It's supposed-
fireball.
it's supposed. The only proof I have is that she was willing to leave you with me. But what is it you're bringing to me? What is what you're doing require a response from me?
Well, you just said that it would be really bad if they brought back Tiamat.
But you're telling me that they couldn't anyway.
Oh no, they have the means to do it. That's what this castle is for.
So you need me.
They need you.
Okay.
We could prevent them from bringing Tiamat back. But
So
we could
you're
also.
saying, so you're saying that my part of the cooperation is throwing a wrench in your operation?
Not,
Don't look at me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not there.
Not our operation, but
Help me understand what you need from me, and
We don't
where
even
I
know.
where I fit into this.
assisting us with preventing our common enemy from returning Tiamat, while also delivering on your war, allowing the cult to bring back or not bring back some dragons, but allow more dragons to be prevalent. So
Well, that
delivering
was
on
always
your war.
part of my plan,
Right,
to let them get so far up, and then
and they can do that.
as I unify the giants and we are able to
Just making that line.
work on the dragons, we would discover that the cult was behind it, and of course we would be able to prevent them. We are giants after all.
Right,
Correct, and that's why we need you. You've got the strength.
and you control where this treasure is going.
But what they don't have is a postal service, and we can provide that.
That's true.
Come on.
So, again, what do you need from me? What are you suggesting? You're obviously have come to my chambers.
Right.
You've come to discuss things for me. So what are you bringing me? What do you need, and what do you offer in return? If you're here to make a deal, as it were.
We offer you your war, but we also want to prevent your great enemy and our great enemy Tiamat from returning. And
little one, I appreciate your statement, but realize I think I'm capable of that without you. So I'm not sure what it is you're wanting from me, or how I can help you. Because I've already made a deal with them to continue helping treasure transport. In return, they're going to be whipping up dragons, which it may take a while to do, but that is fine with me, because that ultimately moves my end.
what if we could do both? Prevent Tiamat, stir up the dragons. What if we could deliver both of those without the cult?
Without what?
Without the cult.
So you're just saying, that I work with you? What are you going to give me? They want, I'm not understanding.
Their sole purpose for this treasure is to bring Tiamat back.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to prevent that, you could put a stop to it.
So you're suggesting that I just turn on whoever's here and claim all the treasure as mine?
You could.
Of course I could, it's my castle.
Exactly. And it would also prevent
That's not
Tiamat.
something I didn't already know. Again, my issue is, what is it that you bring to the table as far as stirring the stirring up the dragons? I guess I need to understand. Tell me more. Like I said, I am interested in your offer. What is it that you are claiming to be able to do that they can't do? I understand that you say your way you prevent Tiamat, but I think my way prevents Tiamat too.
What is your way to prevent Tiamat? May I ask?
Well, like I was saying, if I am successful in uniting the giants, if I unite the giants against the dragons, obviously we could take on just about any force. And if we found out that it was ultimately revealed that the cult was the ones stirring up the dragons, we would have a reason to take vengeance on them.
What if we could help you reveal that?
So you're saying you could make that be known at a strategic time to me?
Correct.
That's intriguing. What control do you have of revelatory interest? What abilities do you have to...
We have Resmir. We have a Resmir.
to make your discoveries known? How would I know? How would we be able to communicate? How would that work? And
We deliver messages. We are efficient.
oh, I see. So you're a group of high-level messengers.
Exactly.
Very high level.
Hmm.
And I'm also going to ask him, where are the other giants in on this plan, on unification? Have you heard from them?
I've heard some more from some ice giants in the north.
What if we could get you...
Most of the storm giants are like myself. The idea among our clans is giants are ruled by power. And he who is the most power is the king.
I've also heard with
And I've
power comes
been-
great responsibility.
It says, with power comes great power.
Now's not the time to make jokes.
What if we could get you a ledger that
I'm
had...
not done with him, Derek, damn it.
Stop doing that. Let him finish his thought.
Okay.
You have to respond. You can't have back channel conversations.
Yeah.
We're in character.
Okay.
If you want to come out, you
That's
tell
what.
me.
That's what I'm basically.
So
yeah.
what if?
So what if we could get you a ledger that showed each of the dealings of the cult and what they've done, that would reveal the locations of everyone, and where the dragons were stirred up.
You tried to listen
Gold
to a conversation.
Traced everything back. We have access to that.
Would this information lead us to possible dragon locations?
Yes.
So I could use that for my own personal strikes. You would be providing us intelligence as to where we could go to come against the dragons.
It would provide, yes, and it would also provide the locations of all the cult movements.
Past, maybe not present or
Everyone
That-
that's involved in the cult.
That would be very interesting information. That would be interesting to me. What do you want in return?
Your assistance in preventing Tiamat from coming back.
Okay.
And
It's pretty easy to promise at this stage of the game.
and fighting the dragons.
Well, obviously, I
Right.
do that for sport.
Right.
So what do you want from me?
Exactly that. We have the same goals.
I think that we could probably do that. So, what do we do about the position of the castle and this delivery and the dragon that currently resides inside my glacier?
We need to find a way to stop this treasure from going to its location.
Well, I can do that. I can just speak with my wife's spirit and she will guide this castle wherever it needs to go.
What do you
She's
know
in
of the
control.
dragon?
I know that he's a frost dragon. He's quite a simpleton, although he fancies himself intelligent. But frost dragons or ice dragons are not known for their intelligence.
We could give all this treasure to him to appease him and prevent it from going to Tiamat.
I think he's in on it.
Hmm.
I think he believes his giving up the Hoard for himself, what they've amassed, is in his service to his queen.
Do you have a way to stop him? You said you hunt them for sport.
If there were enough of us,
Where can we find more?
well, we could always go north into the frozen north. I mean, we could go onto the ice shelves and the glaciers in the north, and there are ice giants there if we can convince them. In that area, sometimes there's also storm giants, but I know there's ice giants up there. That is part of what some people that I would be trying to gain support from, but at the same time, my fear is that if I take my castle north and I have a dragon on board, that I would be mistrusted.
Hmm.
So it's kind of a, did I pay off a dragon for sport?
Right.
It's not. You see how that looks.
Right.
Why don't you get rid of the dragon? You can kill him or chase him off. the rest of the supposed cultists. There are a number of them here. Obviously, they have an expectation of this treasure arriving. If we change directions and don't go toward the Well of Dragons, they're gonna know something's up.
Which would be the prime time to attack.
So what do you need from me? Stay out of your way?
To prevent this treasure from getting there.
Okay. I can slow down our travel.
Okay.
If I change direction too quickly,
No.
there are some of them that might notice the change in direction.
Okay.
I don't know how well they are with sky travel.
Okay.
They'll be dead soon.
Yeah, we'll
But we
deliver
can-
lots of messages.
But I can slow our progress,
Okay.
and then if you remove the remains of the cult, then we can discuss transportation and
They're just gonna pass
the repurposing, as long as you can continue to deliver an uprising
We can
that I
deliver.
can respond to.
We can deliver. And we can deliver you that information. No, I was talking about the ledger that we found in...
Oh, I was gonna say,
What's
you got
his
a
name's
package
room?
bag for him?
No, remember the ledger that we found in,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you got those glued up. Nice.
Okay.
We need to get that ledger.
Which one?
Well, he doesn't. He's
No,
not
he
in the
doesn't
room.
know, but-
He's not in the room, so we
Oh.
can't do that.
Out of game. Yes, I know which one.
Right.
Okay.
Till the DM makes it disappear.
Okay.
Alright. How can we
I'll
contact you?
tell Esclarada to slow us down.
Okay.
This is his wife.
Wife's
And,
spirit that
mhm.
controls it.
His dead wife's spirit controls the.
So this is up.
Oh.
Ellie! Slow down! It's so wrong!
This is go faster.
So,
Nice!
how can we... What's the best way to contact you again?
Send a courier pigeon.
Will we be able to walk back up?
I will have discussions with the ogres.
Okay.
On this floor.
Alright.
You need to, this is what I need. No. We'll bring that up later.
Okay.
You've got enough work cut out for you.
Alright.
So we've heard about the vampire
I
as
will
well.
I will let the ogres
I didn't know
know.
he was still talking.
Okay.
I will let the
Excuse
ogres
me.
know.
Nope.
To ignore to ignore you in any altercation you may be found in.
Alright.
In case you fail, I cannot be seen to be assisting you.
Okay.
Understood.
So I cannot have my ogre servants.
You've heard that
Oh.
before.
Likewise.
Yeah.
So the ogres will not come to your aid. But I can tell you that the ogres will not come against you.
Alright. We appreciate the assistance.
That's the best I can do. When you feel that you have cleaned the castle,
Uh-huh.
you've eradicated the infection, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
come see me again.
Alright. There is one other thing. We've heard tales
Nope.
of a vampire
Yes,
in an upper tower. What do you know of her?
we'll talk about her later.
Okay. Do we need to avoid her?
That's his dead wife.
That's exactly what I was trying to
I
do.
am not sure of your capabilities at this point.
Okay.
You need to level up.
We need a long rest.
So, without
Fireball.
without a more intimate knowledge of your ability, I could not say that it would be safe for you to engage.
Do you have a personal tie with her?
Or him.
Or
You
him?
don't know yet.
I thought we heard it was a her. Yeah, somebody said she'd bite you.
That conversation's for another time.
Okay. We just didn't want to harm her if you...
And you see him go.
I don't think he
We'll
understands.
talk
we're bigger-
about that
We're
another
bigger
time.
than Amazon.
Okay.
We're bigger than Amazon delivering packages.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your audience. Oh, great. Bartholomew.
Yeah.
I
I think it's Bagathus.
Game, when he said eradicate the infestation or whatever, did he just tell us to murder the castle?
He
did.
told us to deliver a huge message.
Like, we're sending greeting cards out for Christmas? Like, is that...
No. We are Amazon on Black Friday.
Yes. And Cyber Monday all the way.
That is for you.
Yeah.
That is up for your
Discretion.
discretion.
All
Yeah,
I
I'd
mean,
eat.
you don't know what he meant because they didn't ask.
Right.
They've now been dismissed.
Yeah.
You've been dismissed.
Yeah.
You're gone. Which brings us to break. So we're gonna take a break for a few minutes because I gotta use the bathroom. I need some more coffee. Right? I mean, there's other stuff we need to do. You need to rank the dice. You have not texted me a dice ranking.
I want to see them.
And so if you will click us back
Maybe it's
on.
not a choice.
Hey,
White. Wait.
Yo-yo,
No.
yo-yo, click us back to the intro screen.
Bye.
One
We'll be
time.
right back.
We'll be right
Yep.
back.
Be right
We
back.
can, we'll still chat, though.
Yes. welcome back, everybody. We had a break. Everybody got coffee, went to the bathroom, did all that. And now we're deciding who gets what dice. And so Joe got the red dragon die. He was the only one that chose red. Everyone has rolled a d20. And he failed me. Derek has the highest roll. So, by right, he...
Wait, I need to ask.
What?
So obviously you put white. Did you put white because you really wanted it, or did you put white
because it matches my...
Okay.
It does
I put
match his
black
dice.
first.
I
Thank
put
you,
black
appreciate
first.
you.
I say it matches my...
And if we're all rolling
Or
for the same
did
thing,
you really do it because
No, I
means
really
black.
did because it matches mine.
I did black and white.
whatever?
I just wanted one that's different than these.
So, Derek, you would have your choice
Okay.
for white, if that's what you should choose.
Okay. Let's see.
You may not choose black.
Oh, I
No,
can't.
No,
Oh.
You,
Oh, I
if
have.
if you're going to be in this round
Oh,
right
okay.
now,
Oh.
you can choose white,
Okay.
or you can forego white for something different.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go for white.
Oh
I'm just saying
my!
because it changes.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
What I'm saying
Makes
is
sense.
like
I'm
you
sorry,
can't just
Lorianne.
choose black
That's
because
okay.
other people
That's
have
how
it
he
put
is.
black.
for,
That makes
for
sense.
first. So all you can do
You can't
is,
help selfish people.
is choose white. You can choose white or
Okay.
go to another round.
Okay. Yeah.
Does
okay.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
choosing white?
He's choosing white because.
Or you can say-
Oh!
Or he's saving it for her because we're gonna re-roll again, and she might not be at the top of the list, and then
It
one of
very
us
well
will take
could
her.
be, and so there I'm letting that go.
That's true.
All right, now Michael and Jordan, you both wanted black. Michael, you rolled a 2 against his 1, so you can take the black, or you may wait for another round. With your 2 over his 1.
We don't get a re-roll because I know he'll roll crap, and then I get to choose it. Just kidding.
I'm just saying, are you?
I want.
He wants the black. Is that true?
Yep. Yep. I'm sticking with the black.
You want blue or green? Derek, do you want blue or green?
Hold on. He's out.
I guess it would be blue because I put
So
green
it's
at my
between
base.
Yeah,
the two of
my-
you.
My green at the bottom.
And you want the way it's ranked. Jordan wanted green, and Loran wanted blue.
That's fine.
The way it's ranked.
That's fine.
Which do you want? Because I know you're
Because
gonna
both of you
take
have
the
those at your
blue.
fourth, or at your third.
Blue is
position,
my second pick.
Which would you
or
rather
your
have?
fourth position.
What are we doing here?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. Did you
Just
roll?
hang on to it for now.
Okay.
You know he's
Okay.
gonna trade you
Did
the
you
white.
want-
I
Did
don't.
you want blue? Because blue is at your bottom.
No, that's fine. Whatever.
Green
Yeah.
was.
Oh.
Green was your 3.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
The other way. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
gonna trade
I mean,
you
sorry,
I
the
know.
white.
sorry. You're right. So blue was your 4. Sorry. Green is your 3.
Yeah, because I put blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. You
I put green as my last one.
Yeah,
Right.
green
That's
is
what I'm
fine.
saying.
Yeah.
Like this,
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't care.
All right.
because he wants the blue one, and he's gonna trade you.
No,
if
he
you
really
guys
doesn't
trade,
want this one.
if you guys trade, I'll trade you then.
What, you want the green one?
No, I said if you guys trade, then I'll trade you.
He'd rather have the blue. He's willing to take the blue over the black.
If you want the black, Jordan.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. I've got the green one.
I'm just saying.
I'm
trying
willing
to
to
be as
trade.
fair as I could.
It's
I'm
fine.
willing to trade.
No. Well, I don't have the black or the blue one to trade you. I've
No,
got the
but if
green
you
one.
trade her, then you will. That's what I'm saying.
I'm fine with the way the world had it. I have what I have.
Oops.
Now it's
I didn't mean to. I tried to roll.
I didn't mean to. I didn't
throw it
I
at
didn't
you.
mean to.
You're good. No, it's okay. Yeah.
no,
That goes with yours.
Stop!
Trying to Merry Christmas you.
I got both of them.
no, but it matches this one. The colors
This one just
are
rolled
the.
that I like this one.
Can I have my green one?
Yeah, it has green on it.
Can I have my green one?
It's like Rocket League in front of us.
They are the 5 colors of Tiamat.
T-Mac. Yep.
Yes. They are the 5 colors of teal.
And then Dave, the significance of the name of the stream.
The Great King Architecture. Okay, so the Great Green Arkle Seizure is if you read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I forget the name of the planet, but the people of that planet believe in an entity called the Great Green Arkle Seizure that sneezed the universe into existence. And so I have sneezed this universe that they play into existence. And so that is the Great Green Arkle Seizure.
There you
History
go.
lesson.
Yep.
Facts.
I forget the name. I cannot think of the name of the planet. Anyway,
Excelsior.
no. It's not
It was
that.
some weird name.
I think it has a number in it too.
Mm-hmm. Like it was
Like
planet
something
number
56
da
or
da da.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a planet and a number. Anyway, so it'll probably come to me in a random thought. I'll be in the middle of some other monologue and be like blah 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 blah, and it'll be there. But that's it. And yes, the colors are the 5 colors of the heads of Tiamat. I thought that was
Yeah.
fitting for
Yeah.
what
It
it
works.
is we're doing.
Yeah.
And they're slightly larger D20s. Just a little bit bigger. And this is mine. Mine is not white, it's bone.
I know, I like
for
that.
the Dracolich. Because the Dracoliches are the things that the cult originally was trying to create. And they've given that up in favor of raising Tiamat instead. So, it's all history. So,
trying to kill a vampire.
what do we-
On this place?
Yeah.
And a dragon here.
I
They
know.
were trying to
They'll turn you
consummate.
into that walrus.
They were
Okay.
trying.
They'll raise you into a walrus.
They were trying.
Okay, so you all have left. You've taken your
The chimes have gone off.
chimes have gone off. We will say this conversation probably took an hour for you to go up, have a talk with the ogres. As part of his conversation, and your intermediate thing. We'll say that whole interaction probably took an hour.
Mm.
So we're probably at late morning, maybe lunchtime. If you want to have an early lunch.
Okay.
That's about where we are in the day. A few minutes later, about 15 minutes later, a kobold comes up to the two of you and starts speaking Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you respond in Draconic?
Sure.
So he sits there and he says, I do not understand. I give you message. It is. You see him, he kind of straightens up. The interested part, and he says, from Lagathus. The interested parties have been informed of their response to your request. So says Lagathus. And then he kind of walks off.
Wait, within that quick?
Within 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't necessarily know what that means.
Yeah.
You might know what it means, but you may not know what it means.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand
He's-
Draconic anyway, but I still don't understand what that means outside of the game.
He's probably talking about.
What
his
about
wife.
in the game? What would you understand it to mean?
Yeah, but I wouldn't I mean, I don't know Draconic.
Right.
Right.
If
I
he
would
understands Draconic,
tell-
and he tells you what he said,
Oh, then he can tell me. Yeah, sure.
That's what,
that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
what-
what
yeah.
is it that you think that message means? Because you're saying I have no idea. Like, well, okay,
Told
let's
his
talk
wife.
about
to
Alright.
slow the castle down.
Okay. What are we doing?
Lunchtime!
It's not night time yet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Are you going to go into your room and secretly play the song of evenings?
Freaking
Uh,
lunch.
go
Some enchanted
swing past. What's his face's place?
Okay.
Make sure that ledger's still there.
Okay.
And we're off to get some cheese.
Would we? Would he have a problem if I was in there?
No, just
Oh,
X-ray it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because you know where it should be.
Right. on that dusk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it may be problematic, though, because the flashing clouds.
As long as you don't look at the wall, like you can look down,
Oh, okay.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're not looking at the wall, it's okay. You won't have a stroke.
Yeah. I'm gonna Thylac it. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what?
If I like looks into his rat or his owl.
Yeah, you can go into
Trance mode.
trans-
Oh,
You're
yeah, I
seeing
forgot.
through
And you're a
the
woman.
eyes and you- It's like they say it looks like.
Watch,
you're having a
just
stroke.
watch. Ready, watch. Here goes.
Just like stroke out. Ready?
Watch.
They're watching it.
Oh, they're watching
Michael,
themselves.
Michael, watch.
I know.
Ready?
We're obviously easily amused.
Oh, it's good times. All right,
Okay.
it's
So-
lunchtime, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You tell me what you're doing.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'll
It
swing
appears
by.
that you have run of the castle at least. You know, Resmir thinks. I mean, everybody thinks Resmir is Resmir,
Right.
and
Let's scope the rest of this place out up
says,
here.
Hey, you
Yeah.
are outranking her. You seem to have your own new deal. So
Right.
I don't. At least by his description, the ogres aren't going to mess with you anymore.
Right.
So,
I want to tell
I
the
mean-
group that you know the ogres are gonna slow down.
He at least
Flag of
noticed
this is
us,
like, yeah.
though. He doesn't know.
Well, yeah, but he knows they would be associated. I mean, if they're. I don't know.
He knows that you and I introduced ourselves as not cultists, and
Right.
we didn't say anything about that to about anything
You
else.
could tell him to leave him alone.
Which is fine.
Yeah. I mean, we can.
I'm just
They're big.
ahead
dumb.
of time
Yeah.
to
We
make
can
sure that
figure that
we
The
know.
ogres will assume.
Yeah.
Can assume.
So yeah, I guess I mean, we could go check out the rest of the. I would. He seems to have some kind of relationship with the vampire, though.
This is-
Don't we all?
I don't. He wouldn't reveal exactly what it was yet, though. But he didn't.
Was
think,
it like a conversation for another time?
Indeed, it
Okay.
was.
Also,
He said that he didn't know that if we were capable of handling her.
He doesn't know how our messages work, obviously.
Yeah.
do we know where the vampire is at
Yeah.
before we start stumbling
Yes.
around?
Yes. In
Okay.
that crumbly tower.
Oh,
Yeah, and the thing is, at nighttime we can't go out near Crumbly Tower
Right.
or in that area.
The cultists
Everybody
told us that.
stays put up.
Away from her. Yeah. Oh, like in
Anybody's
their bunks
out
and,
who's out is like
Yeah. Subject
free
to
game.
being. Yeah.
nice.
They feed her like blood from the, like in remains from the stuff that they prepare in the kitchen. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So she's just feral.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because that's what that sounds
Uh-huh.
like. She's like absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He's got it
I
quickly.
like
Yeah.
the feral part of it.
Yeah.
That puts a
If
nice spin
anything
on it.
in the hall is free game, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's moving and it's on the castle. Nom nom.
Yeah.
I don't think normal people go, oh, food, hey, come here.
Yeah. Exactly. So
You smell like food.
yeah, we won't smell like food.
So I say we check out the rest of this floor. If, from what they say, the ogres should mostly leave us alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Figure out
On the
and
top
see
side?
if there's
Yeah.
anything else that we have to worry about.
Okay.
If it's just ogres or if there's
Oh.
other things.
Yeah.
One other thing he did mention, we may have to do something about the white dragon, and we have to clear out the cult.
As long as we get a rest between package deliveries,
He said there might be a way we could run him off.
I'm just saying, nighttime, all the cultists are in one room
Oh yeah.
that is within a 40 by 40.
Message received.
Yeah.
And there is only one door out of that place.
Oh yeah.
Well, technically two.
There and there?
Yes.
This is in there too, or not in there?
No.
That's upstairs.
It's upstairs. Maybe there is a door.
Maybe
I
there
think
is
there's
a
exit.
door.
Yeah.
hidden
Hold on.
exit.
Ooh, that's
Let me
a.
go check that.
We're gonna.
Let me go check.
Immovable around that door.
Mm-hmm.
Bed sheets are flammable.
Exactly. Those wooden beds, wood bed frames, and
Oh, baby, I love your ways.
Some cheese sticks sound
every
good right
day.
now.
I know, I wish I had a stick of cheese. But it's at home.
Like a good mozzarella steak sounds really good right
How
now.
dare you? That's some Colby cheese.
Yeah, whoever drew this picture should be like
Hung?
You have.
slapped. What the heck?
By
not
Helga.
even put a door on it.
Yes, that door does go into the cultist barracks. That is exactly where that goes. There is a door into the barracks.
But there's
Okay,
no
so
doors
is it
out of
is
so-
lunchtime right now? So we're just oh, we're still investigating the top. That's right.
We'll say that this is.
Don't do that.
Sorry, I don't care.
Okay, so yeah, if we're up the top,
Whatever. You're at the top. And where are you going?
Well,
we just
We haven't made a full loop around the entire place. I say we make a loop around the rest of it.
because we
Check
came.
out.
Did we come this way originally?
Mm-mm.
No.
Under.
You went down.
We went
You went
counterclockwise.
counterclockwise.
okay
Anti-clockwise. is it?
anti-clockwise. So we're still anti-clocking.
Let's go and check out and see what
Sounds real good.
else is here.
Can I roll up a Macarena
For
for
a servant?
not a servant? But that is a
Oh,
good idea. So I'll need
interesting.
20 minutes because I need Macarena and both Macarenas.
I don't know who the other
Magic
is.
detection.
Oh, detect the magics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Whatever. You're gonna do it in your room?
Well, I can just walk around as I do it. If we're just gonna walk around.
So you're just flailing about?
Fair.
Just out and open?
Fair point.
You're just gonna walk around, flailing around?
Something's wrong with Resmir.
Yeah. There's Beer on drugs.
I have to go all the way back down
Resmir had
there.
some of that
doesn't act like
CBD.
Resmir
Is it
anymore.
I was just
lunchtime?
about to say that.
But we're upstairs, so
You're upstairs.
Man.
It's coming up on lunchtime. I mean,
it takes 10 minutes. I should just go sit in the corner real quick.
That sounds pretty good.
Flamin' hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
No.
You're a flaming hot Cheeto. What do you think about that?
Oh.
What?
Ooh. It all
Get
sounds
some
good.
chopsticks
Mm-hmm. Get the puff ones that are carrots.
to.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah. I want to whip it up, but I don't have time, so.
Well, I guess we can just keep on walking.
Because I don't have I can't use it as a spell. I don't have any more.
Right.
The only ritual spell one I have is Unseen Servant, and I should have switched those, but it's too late now.
Can we go into a room? I mean, is there like a side?
Can you
room
do
or
it if
something?
people are like surrounding you to where somebody can't see you? Is
I
that
mean, we
possible?
can just go sit in the corner and.
Or there was that little cave
Yeah.
to
that
kind
we
of
went
sit
to.
and hide. You know, you need to sit.
What's
and, like,
that bump
do your
out
thing.
area inside the right there?
There was a small cave
On the
Yeah.
southeast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we're
was
going
the
in
little
there.
cave.
That's the entrance
Oh, okay.
that kind of starts taking you back
Okay.
into the belly of the glacier. And then
Okay.
goes back up.
Let's go in there for a minute.
That'll work.
Okay.
For 10 minutes.
So the five of you are gonna go stand in there and dance.
Why not?
Yes.
Shake the booty,
Yep.
Dance party.
shake the booty,
Yeah.
shake.
We're just celebrating Tiamat, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Normal Cheetos. Hurts good as well. Don't like flaming Cheetos. Yes. Yes, he does. Hey, Macarena.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, Macarena. Hey. Okay, so you have an unseen servant.
Sweet. Actually, sorry. It should have been.
Doing it correctly.
Right. Hey, come here. Hey!
Now we're done.
Okay. That's fantastic. Alright, so you have an unseen servant. Now there are 6 of you.
But I wanted magic detection and I did the wrong spell. Alright.
Oh, is that what you
Magic
wanted?
detection, here we go!
No, is that what you wanted as instead?
Yeah.
Okay, then fine. Just. Please stop, you're gonna get a black off the thing. Alright, so, sorry, you have
Just-
magic detection now.
Oh yeah, because it'll pick up music and it'll...
Yeah, it'll find it and it'll.
Not off
block
of
it.
not off
really?
of that much. Not off of that much.
I'm just
Right,
telling
that's why you stopped.
People
Yep.
get thrown off of YouTube for dumber things than that.
Yeah. It'll just mute that part of the stream.
On Twitch, it'll just do that, but YouTube, it does. People will, like, copyright.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no, it's mine.
Oh,
Copy
gosh.
strike.
Oh yeah,
And they
because it
do
could get
stupid
kicked
stuff.
off.
Yeah,
I
right,
run YouTube at my company. Yes, it will, but it needs to be longer than that. We're good.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, so you now have Detectify magic.
Let's go walking around this bad boy.
Okay.
We'll take the final loop around
So you're
the
just
glacier.
walking around the place. All right. How many feet do you have to get close to anything for this thing to detect?
100 meters.
You need to tell me because
The whole castle.
30 feet.
30 feet.
But if it's a 3 foot of ice, I cannot go through it. But I can go through the wood
Okay.
door because it's not 3 feet thick. I'm assuming you're gonna X-ray eyes the door as well.
I can, yeah. Check it out.
Don't do that.
Oh,
what's
that's for your
that?
kids' meal.
You're a kid's meal.
Do what?
Derek, do you like your new die?
I do. I was just looking at it.
No, this one. We know that's the one you're gonna end up with. This one rolls really well.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
I'll say
Okay,
thanks
so
for
you're
Joe.
walking. You're over by this room 23. That's where. Oh, that's room 23. That room over there in the northeast corner.
Is this like a secret club in the, in the castle?
Oh, you figured
All
out
the
the name
ogres.
of the planet. Room 23.
This
We
music
go
good.
X-ray the door and there's all these like
Just ravers.
yeah.
Complete rave going on.
Yeah. Got the glow sticks or they have light castles.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a guest. It appears to be guest chambers. There are beds. There's a for giant-sized guests. So very large beds.
Rude. Ollie size.
Yeah.
Way bigger now. So that's just. It looks like it's a guest chamber. As you look through into this other room on your left,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that is what appears to be.
The control
That's
room.
the ogre's barracks.
Oh.
So this got big, kind of almost squarish
Mm-hmm.
building off the side.
Room 22.
No.
21.
There are a whole bunch of ogres kind of sleeping on what appear to be piles of fur. It looks like the most rudimentary, almost barbarian camp kind of a life. It's just there's stuff in there. There's probably roughly a dozen ogres in there.
Holy cow.
It's huge. Forget how big this place is. There's really nothing like sparkly bits. Like your sparkler doesn't go off telling you there's anything of interest. But you can see there's ogres in there. You
My
can-
sparkly bits.
You can see that there's every so often you'll get a glint, like there's probably like little bits of money. It doesn't appear to be obviously much of anything, but it appears like each one of them might have a little bit of money.
Okay.
Salad money.
Together,
Yeah.
like together it might be have some value, but
Mm.
individually it's probably
Not
nothing of
Okay.
I wonder if
A
that
big deal.
kobold. Did you tell me about the kobold or no?
Yeah. I told the group.
I wonder if that kobold meant that he told the rest of the ogres that you guys aren't to be messed with.
That too, but I think his wife.
Ellie, slow it
This.
down!
Let's see. You're not really sure how you would get to the place that you see, but you see kind of a faint, sparkly bit, making an enormous disc, probably 30 feet long and 20 feet wide, kind of a large disc, just faintly
So
quickly
like
clacketing
half of it.
up, basically where that, it looks kind of like a hole,
Yeah, the hole on the glacier right there.
you know, at about the 630 position from
Mhm.
where you're.
The one the
number
one's
is.
pointing at?
There's like kind of a big oval, looks
Mhm.
like it's maybe 30 by 25.
Mm-hmm.
You sense there's like a giant object, like huge, but it's just like the faintest little sparkly bits coming out of it. You can't figure out what it is. It's not an object that you would recognize. It's not a sword or a
Right.
or a scroll. It's just almost like the whole room has a little flicker going in it.
I don't know how.
Yeah, that would be.
Hard to even get to.
I'm
Yep,
trying
you
to
noticed
place
that.
What? This
Um,
is above us?
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
that direction. It's too far for you to really see into. I would think it's farther than 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Is that what's your X-ray vision?
Right, it's only 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll have to look.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
would say 10, 20, 10, 20, 30. That's what I'm saying. Like standing there, you can kind of see that there's something there. Well, 30 feet. You might be able to get
It is
just.
30 feet, but
You might be able to get just inside.
but it doesn't say anything about ice. 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Yeah, it would seem like it'd be too hard for you to see through.
Okay.
And all I'm saying for you is not so much that you can make anything out. You just kind of see that there's a flicker over there. That's what I'm saying. Your magic stuff can't really tell what it is you're seeing. You just have this flickering of magic.
Been up that
That was
high.
the longest one we've done. Longest session we've done. We were here for.
Ooh, there was one of them.
It was
We've
like
done
7 or
at
8
least
hours.
8 hours
Oh,
on one
yeah.
of them.
Because
think
he
it
said
was
we should
7.
rent a cabin and just go up there and play like a 40-hour session.
No, it was like
We played
about 7 hours was the longest one we did. We played
It was
we started
close to
at 8
8.
in the 8 in the evening, 8 or 9 in the evening. I think we played till 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
The one that we played
Yeah.
here when everyone showed up that one night.
Cause we
good
just
time.
played and played because we wanted to finish it.
Yeah.
We wanted to finish the story. That was a lot. Hours and hours of combat. Rawr dice. I must protect the sanctuary. Alright.
Bogathos, guide my hand!
Bogathos, guide my hand! You cannot stand before me. Alright, so move your
It's good
indicator
times.
onto this side of that building. A little that way.
We can't. If you go forward, that's where they're
Well-
chucking spears. We don't want to go
You
in
don't want to
there.
get too far over there.
So how do we even get up to that?
Start climbing.
So
the glacier.
as you can see that as you're walking around. Again, you're not really seeing much Depth-wise, you're able to see through the door, and you see ogres again back in the ogre stuff. You see a path that tends to go up toward another tower. There are multiple towers at the top of this.
Okay.
Obviously, I mean you can see them from the side view. This tower is significantly paler. It's not white, but it's almost white. It's a very, very pale blue, like very, very pale compared to some of the other stuff. It does seem that it has a few window slots in it, but they seem to almost be mirrored, like they're almost a reflective surface. Like with whatever they're filled with almost like a mirror that shines back out.
It's the control room.
But you also see, as you are looking up, you can see that there's two ogres way up at the top. Like way up there. This tower, from where you are, is over 90 feet above you.
Oh, wow.
It
This is the tallest
way-
one, I'm guessing.
This would be the tallest one.
Gotcha.
It is 90 feet high. And you can see that there are two ogres up there. And you also see from each side of the tower, there is a rope which appears to be attached at the top that hang down the sides of the tower.
So do we just call out Rapunzel?
Let
down
down
there.
rope?
Looks like the hair and rope is already down. But there are ropes that are
Does it?
hanging down, and there's also there's a path that would lead you up to what appears to be a door.
All right. Do you want to go up there?
I mean,
Scope this place out?
if you want to. It could be where his wife's spirit is. I don't know.
don't really.
And I don't want to disturb that.
Yeah, I don't know where Helga's hiding it.
I think it's there.
I'm more interested in this tower. I want to climb that one.
In relation to where we're standing, would we be able to see kind of, because I'm guessing this is also a tower, right?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what we were seeing, the shiny.
No, the
Oh.
shiny one is the narrower.
Oh, this one.
The okay.
This one.
I need a laser pointer.
Oh, I didn't.
Here.
I took it out.
So
Is it
when I'm
here?
describing this tower seemed to be kind of falling down and broken,
Oh, okay.
and it has a balcony.
Uh,
This door here appears to have rocks and rubble in front of it.
mhm.
This appears to have a door out to this balcony. This
Okay.
is, I think I said 70 feet up,
Okay.
right? And maybe this one is taller. I don't know. Yeah, this tower is probably taller than the other one.
Okay.
But they're all really freaking high, okay?
Right,
So
right, right.
these are really, really big spires.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, you can see they have
Right.
multiple window levels in them.
Right.
This one is the one that has the kind of shimmery windows.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really sure that this depiction here matches this depiction here.
Okay.
This tower is this tower, but there's really only two. There are only two towers.
Okay.
Like that tower doesn't really exist.
Okay.
This thing right here. This is not a thing.
But the shiny thing that
That is not a thing.
Why'd they put more than one tower?
I don't know. They
That's
put
weird.
3 towers here. There's only 2 towers here.
Isn't that where
And
the
then this-
stairwell is? They probably just placed one there thinking that it went up.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It would be a stairwell to nowhere. That's what I mean. This
Right.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually go anywhere.
inlet is. So this isn't. This right here is not that tower.
No, it's this.
Oh, wow.
It's this
Okay.
walkway to right there.
Okay. Okay.
You see
I
how the
Yeah,
mountain
yeah,
comes
yeah.
down and you walk out.
Uh huh. Okay.
So this, you come in here, you walk up to here, and you come back out.
Okay. I see. So where were you seeing that?
So
In
there
that
are
open
2
dome.
towers.
Okay.
So this isn't exactly right.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can go up there and I can X-ray it at least. And
Like
see
where
what's
you walked in here is this archway that goes down into the.
Oh, okay, kind of the belly of the. Okay.
Beast.
Yeah.
I hope that helps a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it perfectly does, but there are two towers. In there.
Okay.
Yeah, because the
One
disc.
one is kind of falling apart.
Right.
Has cracks. It looks unkept. It looks like it's a.
And the
problem.
disc is here, right?
The disc is in that kind of that little what looks like a pocket right there.
Oh, okay.
For lack of a better description,
As I say, we should walk in there because we
Yeah.
were over on that side.
could at
you
least
can't
walk.
walk into that.
Oh, then why is there an opening?
I know it looks again. The artist's rendition. I'm describing to you. I got you as much information about that room as I can. I'm just telling you that is not how you get to that room.
We can fly.
That little archway that makes it look like you could walk in.
Yeah,
there
that's what. Yeah.
completely is bogus.
Oh, okay.
That is not a thing.
Okay.
Well, there.
There we
Faux
go.
archway.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
It's a faux archway. It's like somebody drew a black thing, Wile E. Coyote style. And they
Ah,
wrapped it and
so
started
they
walking.
added a third tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
I guess we can go up there, check it out. Why not? We're up here.
You do you. You're now the one in charge.
All right.
Because I'm sure people know that you're above me now.
Yeah.
And if not, they think I'm above everybody.
Well,
so
there you
it's
go.
okay.
We're good to go.
So you all are leading your party up to this.
We're just gonna
Shiny
go
exterior.
investigate it. Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk up, you can see that as you get closer that there is a more formal lock assembly. It's not just a door. It appears that there's some kind of a padlock kind of a apparatus on the outside of this door. But you do see that as you walk up to the main door, there are two kind of narrow paths right around that go to where these ropes are, so you could ascend the rope. You could hand it over
Climb.
hand, and in theory climb to the top.
But the padlock door is right in front of us.
The padlock door's right in front.
Can I look through the door and see what's behind it?
Sure.
Is it made of wood or?
Yeah, they're all wood.
Oh, okay.
These
okay.
are all wood doors. Everywhere, if I say it's a door,
Okay.
it's all wood doors.
Okay.
Unless I tell you otherwise.
Okay.
That's
So
not
there's
nice
a-
door. Duh.
You can see that there's this iron lock that sits on front of this large wooden door. It has iron bands around it.
Okay.
You could see that from what you see, it looks very odd to you.
On the other
You
side.
see a perfect cylinder that is completely hollow. You see no stairs. You see no ladders. You see no furniture. You see there is absolutely, from your perspective, there's absolutely nothing
On the other side.
inside this. This would be like
Hollowed
a
up.
hollow tube. Just boop.
If
That's
I
a
look
spirit holder.
up,
Mhm.
like higher, what do I see? Like not just straight through, but
to the height you can
Right.
see, as far as you can tell,
Mhm.
there is nothing anything in this tube, regardless of
Okay.
the angle and
okay.
your
Okay.
manipulation.
Is this a normal
it
sized
appears
door?
to be. It's a giant sized door which matches the rest of the doors that are in there.
And the ogres are up.
They're all the way on the top.
Okay. How
Right,
far
90
are
feet
we
up.
from the top? I mean, if
Well,
we're at
90.
the door.
You're
90 feet.
Oh,
it's
still,
90 now
okay.
the tower.
The tower
It's 90
itself.
feet.
Okay.
They're higher than that based on where they are on the
I don't want to climb that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
I'm-
90 feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, guys, this tower looks hollow, and I don't think we need to mess with it. I think this could possibly be where his Blagarthus. I think this is where his wife's spirit
It's where Honey Boo Boo
resides.
lies.
And I don't think we want to mess with this.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Sorry. Good choice.
Yeah.
Such a good choice.
Yeah.
You're making such good choices these days.
I try.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm good to walk back down.
All right.
Okay. So you toddle back down. You are now back here where the ogres are. I need you to roll perception,
Okay.
and I need you to roll perception.
New dice.
Oh yeah.
Fail me now.
13.
13.
Really? Okay.
They were microwaved.
Did you use your new dice?
I did.
It's right here.
Try that one.
So,
See what it does for you.
as you all are walking around,
Oh, should have gotten that. Darn.
She got a 19.
you notice that one of the ogres goes. And you also notice that same ogre looking at him going. Trying to look really,
I'll just be like.
he's trying to be all cute. He like turns his head and everything.
That's too funny.
Alright. So you all are now kind of more in the front-ish. Yep, so now where do you want to go?
Is that ogre still near us that kind of winked at us?
Yeah, he was throwing a javelin and he stopped with it.
I want to ask him, what's at the top of that tower?
Do you speak ogre?
Oh, I thought they spoke common. They've been going.
Hey.
I'll speak ogre. Hey, what's in top of tower?
is very insulting.
Okay, so you're gonna ask him what's in
Yeah,
the
I
tower?
just want to know. I just want to ask him what's up there.
He'll say, well, I don't know. It's locked, and we guard it. We guard it good.
You do a great job. Throw javelin at target.
Because Lagatha says we guard it, so we guard it.
She's looking up things.
Continue on.
Yes, sir. I've got your back.
Bless all these ogres.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, continue on. Have we looked at? I don't think we've. I don't know.
Okay.
Where you guys want to
We don't know what's in the rest of these rooms.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
what
can
I
see what's in the rest of the room, but we need to go inspect them so
Right.
we know what's in the rest of the room.
go? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking.
And he did say that room, I think the first one that you...
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that was the kobold.
That's where the
Oh,
okay,
kobolds,
okay.
the kobolds come in and out of
Okay.
that one.
That one looks very convenient. Leave space
And
for
the other,
fireballs.
the other
But
three seem to be
Kobolds
empty.
are friends.
Okay.
You never saw anybody come in and out of those.
Okay.
as an assumption, it could be all the giants' rooms, unless
so
the
why
other
don't you
big
roll
one.
me history.
Good job, Tyler.
Oh.
Ooh.
My dice was in your way.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. That is a 19.
Or yeah, okay, that'll work. So you actually say to the other people, you're like, well, based on the shape of the other room and the arc and the curve, in my experience, because you're an older gentleman, you're like, people tend to build things to a purpose, and it looks like they're replicating that here. We could probably safely guess that those are just more guest accommodation rooms,
Mm-hmm.
most likely.
We need to know what other guests may be on here. Check them out.
Let's find the guest list.
Yeah.
Lunch in the nighttime dance.
Just leave their door open at night.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that's a great unseen servant at the barrack doors, and we stay in Retzker's room. Open the door to the barrack.
Let the vampire have the heyday.
I got a 4.
door.
Not a bad idea.
Shoot.
Let that vampire clear it all.
We'll put a trough right in front of there.
Oh yeah. Coat the door.
I'm like a little trail.
It's like the opposite
dinner
of
bell.
Passover.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite
That's
of
what I was
Passover.
going.
Let's put blood over the door, and instead of the angel of death crossing over, the angel of death passes.
Going in.
We paint welcome.
Yeah.
In Vampire, of course.
Have the dinner bell. Just
It's
like,
also-
In Vamp.
Okay.
There's gotta be a Duolingo somewhere around here that has it.
It's the universal language. Just draw an arrow.
Yeah.
Can't you do like a visual?
Yes, I
Isn't there
can.
like a visual spell where you make something see it? You could just have the little arrow.
Yeah,
little
like
bouncing
hunter's mark.
arrow- Hunter's mark.
over
arrow.
the door.
A giant gold question mark.
Yeah, prestidigitation. I sure could. Yeah.
You can like make something appear, right?
Gosh.
Mm-hmm. Harmless sensory effects.
Oh.
Thaumaturgy?
I'm not opening the door for you
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just hide out in your room and be like, oh.
Just need to drill a hole through it so that way I can see it.
Yeah.
You get your
So-
plates out.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Don't mind me now.
I'm fixing the door.
I want a peephole on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So, did you?
Come get me as our angel of death. Go deliver these Christmas letters to the good children.
Yeah. They all get all the little dragon wings or whatever. Get these cards.
All right. So, yeah. I don't know.
I guess we could just open the. I mean,
Did we check that other tower?
We have
You
not.
have not.
Might check that last one and circle back.
Okay. So you walk up to it.
I wanna
Back
climb that
because
tower.
You're just like, I think I want to walk up to this door.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Do you like check and see if
I'll
it's
make a
unlocked?
perception check. Check it out. See if there's anything different compared
That
to
sounds
the
like a
other one.
great idea. How about you roll investigation or perception? Either one's fine.
Ooh. Oh,
Did you
if
look
you
in
say
the room?
investigation,
in those three.
You can do whatever you want.
It's
It'll look.
probably fallen off by
that
now.
is
It only
a
lasts for 10
16.
minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know if we
Um,
could open the
You're looking at the at this door, and you can see that the door is heavier. Like it appears to be maybe greater in mass, because as you go to kind of shake the door, the other doors so far seem to have been on really good hinges and stuff, where even though they're really large, you can still push them. This thing doesn't even act like it wants to move. And based on your history, not really history, but your understanding of magic and the idea, the relationship between magic and the physical realm, it strikes you odd that as you try to move the door, that there's no motion. And it kind of reminds you that there's a spell that will lock a door rather than having to have a physical lock,
Gotcha.
and that if that's what's going on, that's what you would perceive.
Gotcha.
That the door just, it's like it's locked, motionless. As opposed to having a slop of a physical lock.
Yeah.
So
It's
it strikes
frozen,
you as being-
basically.
it's either frozen shut or magically locked.
Okay. Is there anything particular about the tower itself? Does it stand out like the other one did, the hollow one out? Is it like white and spectacular looking, got windows, or?
It does have windows. It has windows, I guess you'd say maybe more evenly spaced all the way around it. Where the
Okay.
others were just a few. There's more windows around this one.
Okay.
They do seem to have a general placement that kind of puts them on a spiral motif as the windows go around. They go up as well.
Okay. Lighthouse.
But you don't, originally he was looking through that other thing with his X-ray thing, so I could tell him what was inside.
Yep.
You're not able to, at least you're not casting a spell or anything that would let you do that. So, but your investigation on the outside just seems that whatever's inside this, they're maybe a little more serious about nothing getting in here than even other places that seem to have locks because of this state of this
The magical
Maybe
because
that's
of the magic nature. And if you were with him and still had your magic thing going,
Would it still be on?
I don't know how long.
10 minutes?
I don't know. We'll say at the last 3 seconds as you walk up, you see a spark on the door, and then it goes away. It would confirm that there is something.
Sparkle McFizzle hands about this.
There's
Well,
magic afoot.
I remember one of the Dragon Wings pointed out at one of the towers to Ollie and I, saying that that's where the vampire stayed.
Yeah.
But
But I think that's the broken one. They said it was the broken one,
I think
didn't they?
it is.
That would be correct
Yeah.
history
Yeah.
check. Yes.
I think it is.
It's the one that is the proper symbol.
Yeah. I just
Wasted that.
Let me make an Arcana check on the door and see if I can
Okay.
for sure 100% figure out what it is.
See
I
if
know
you can
I've been
identify the
eyeballing
spell.
that
No.
+6 on that
Yeah.
thing.
Let's see if you can identify the spell. Yeah.
That is a 17.
Fantastic. You remember that the lock, the spell is called Arcane Lock, and that generally speaking, there is an antidote to that spell called Knock. If you could cast Knock, you know that specifically it's the opposite.
Gotcha.
Or counters.
Counterspell works as something's
I
being
know.
cast. No, I was just clarifying.
Yeah.
Counterspell is as something's cast, but Knock is specifically a spell that
Blast
tends
things.
to, it
yeah.
tends to unlock doors, but the
prestidigitation.
knock spell will undo Arcane Lock.
Yeah, now I remember that one. Yeah, okay. And with that spell, is there like a certain hand gesture, or or is it more of a magical?
He just mapped out how he's delivering me.
Yeah.
God, that's awesome.
Or is there like a magic like code that has to be done for that kind of a
That's
spell
awesome.
for it to be for the door to be unlocked per se?
It's funny.
You got a squeaky toy.
Zuko, is that you? I wish. My.
That's interesting.
I had a bunch of people come over yesterday, and Lucky was exhausted by the end of the day.
Oh, really?
He's had even more excitement yesterday than.
He's had in the
Derek
last 10
has.
years. Then Derek.
Yeah.
Go on, Larry.
But no, yeah, he was really happy spending time with people. But then he, after everybody left, he just went in my room.
That's bizarre.
He was out.
Okay,
Yeah,
what,
he was out.
what's your question?
The question was, is there like with that spell, is there, because since I figured out that's a spell, with that spell, is
Would
there
you
like a
understand
magic,
What about it? What would you
like
think?
is there a magic code that has to be said in order for it to open, or is it just
Just
locked and that's it?
for
Marty.
To unlock it. Like what it
That's
has
the
to be
secret
done to
knock.
unlock it
Mhm.
other than the knock spell. Like
oh, I see what you're saying. So if you were
Yeah.
to cast Arcane Lock, I see what you're saying.
how can I undo it considering I wasn't the one that cast it?
That's
How can I fiddle fart with this door and open it? Because I do not have knock. I cannot go knocking.
Must be heaven's door.
It could be his wife's.
Got him.
I don't know.
Yeah, that might be his wife's.
Yeah,
thing,
it
like-
might be. I don't know.
See,
3PO.
I'm looking through my notes. Because I am just dead done. I honestly thought you found that spell.
Unlock.
I thought he found knock.
Unless it's an item that has it. Hold on. Because
Well,
all
that's
my
what I'm saying. Is
yeah.
I
I'd like to think
I
you
don't know
can't
that he. I don't know if he. Because I think he found a spell.
Oh shoot!
A
Yep.
spell scroll.
There is a scroll.
Something.
Knock. You are correct. I do have that.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that's why
There
I'm
you go.
letting you
Haha.
run this because I think that you know how to do the thing.
But it's
Just
not prepared
remembered.
today.
No, it's a.
It's a scroll.
It's
so
a
if
scroll.
He wants to burn it once forever. He can just read it.
But I don't know if he wants to copy it into his spell book or.
I understand.
Yeah.
Right, because it only takes an hour for him to do it.
Right. He's got
No.
paper and ink.
Multiple hours. Because I don't know what
It
level it is.
takes an hour per level.
Yeah. Don't do
Yeah.
that, Dave.
Hmm?
Don't do
Sorry,
that,
man.
Dave.
It's
This is
11:45.
second
We're
level
gonna wrap up here in a minute.
Man, I really do want to knock this.
So yeah, arcane lock says you touch a closed door, window, gate, chest, or other entryway, it becomes locked
Boots.
until dispelled. So it's dispelled. It has to be dispelled.
So it's basically been permanently locked by whoever.
Well, I'm going
locked
to
it.
continue reading. It says you and the creatures you designate when you cast a spell can open the object normally. You can also set a password that, when spoken within 5 feet of the object, suppresses the spell for a minute. Otherwise, it is impassable until it is broken or the spell is dispelled or suppressed. So what this is basically saying is you could destroy the door, or you could somehow dispel it by casting knock. Oh no. Casting knock suppresses arcane lock for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
So it's not a permanent removal of arcane lock. You have to be a designated person to say it's okay, or you have to know the password.
Fun. Okay.
My fear is that
We just have to know the password.
if it is his wife's spirit,
We're
If
blasting into her chamber.
and then
Yeah, I don't
maybe-
want to be going into any of these towers. That
Yeah,
are locked.
maybe we
Like,
would be
that's scary to
stuck.
me.
like
Yeah.
in the air, because if she's controlling it, we're up in the air.
She's in there.
Yeah.
And we've
And I'm not
already
ready for
made
that.
enemies with.
And if this castle
Yeah.
goes crashing down, we're all.
I don't think we're at a point where we're ready
I can
to...
make D6s ring.
Hey.
I don't think we're at a point to unleash that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll.
Y'all can get new characters.
So there won't be a complete TPK
right.
that we know.
We got a Misty Step as well.
I have a Misty Step
We got two.
and a
So
Thunder
we
Step.
we can save half the party if this thing.
I can
doubles.
teleport someone with me.
So the story would go on to some
One
degree.
person is gonna sacrifice himself, and he'll use shield at the last.
You can shield all you want. That's not how it works.
Give him.
You just take it's
the
a
immovable rod.
dex saving throw,
Yeah.
and you'll take half as much. So instead of
Oh.
70 d6, you'll take 35 d6.
The last person will just click the immovable rod in the air as the tower is there, and then.
And it, just like the all drug Olympics, it'll just rip your shoulders off. Your hand will be holding on to it, and you'll just have a stump just squirting blood out of your arm.
How would that work?
How would what?
The immovable rod thing, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we're moving in a castle and we decide to turn it on,
I see what you. Oh my gosh.
You have to decide the inertial reference frame by which, because it's kind of like you're driving at the speed of light and you turn on your headlights. What happens? You know.
New lights are behind you.
Yeah, it's like
we'll
you're-
turn
you
it
have a-
sideways so it's got a point, and that's gonna drill a hole. That's how we get the peephole.
It's like you have an inertial reference frame that you have to deal with. I would say that it would move in a fixed position relative to the sphere of influence of the castle itself. It wouldn't drill through walls.
We could tie up one of the wizards and just put the immovable rod like right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's
And-
it's like being in a car.
Yeah,
If you
And
chuck
it
a
goes
pencil,
through,
it's
like,
not
1
gonna
mile
go.
an hour. It just starts burrowing through. Because that's the reference frame of the castle as it goes forward. or whatever.
Ugh.
Yeah, but if they can't move their head, it's like.
I know. It's like
Yeah,
the
just slowly.
the mill all over again.
The mill all over.
The millstone.
Oh my gosh, the millstone. Oh my
I
gosh,
love that
back in the
millstone.
day. Ugh.
We used a
Back in
millstone.
Greenest,
Yeah, here we go.
there was a millstone that
I hope he's here.
happened to, well, we'll just say, catch a few people as they jumped down from the second floor to the first floor.
Like pushed.
And, well, it caught them by their feet,
Yeah.
and no one rescued them. As they were pulled into the millstone, they were crushed
Tube of toothpaste.
and
Toothpaste.
popped like a tube of toothpaste. Many of them.
It was good times.
It
It
was.
was really gross. I had really good descriptions of it, though.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was great.
I remember everybody.
We felt bad after
Oh
work.
yeah.
Yeah. That was
I
back
think we
before.
we tried to save one of them, and then he wasn't cooperating. We just like let him.
That's what happens. We
Yeah.
try and save people and say, "Hey, you don't want to mess
Yeah.
with us," and they're like, "No,
Message-
we got this. We
message
use
received.
FedEx."
Yeah.
We're like, "All right,
We
have
told
fun,
you not to use FedEx.
Yeah.
damaged packages."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So leave the door alone, but I'll keep it locked
Well,
away.
you're saying you.
Yeah.
You,
We can
that's
go
what
knocking
you
if
know.
we
Well,
need
That's
to.
what I'm saying about your history. Arcane lock is not a spell you know, but you're familiar enough with the arcane in your studies as a wizard that you understand what the net effect of that spell
Yep.
is, and so you understand that if you were to cast knock, you could open the door. It would effectively unlock it for you for 10 minutes. But
Okay.
there are some people or
Who should we name
persons
these?
or whatever that could know a password or could have been established at the casting of the spell, that their entry and exit to this room would be unencumbered. They would
Okay.
be able to just go.
Would I know it?
Would Rosemary know?
Yes.
No.
Well, obviously,
Then
I rolled a
that's
6.
a private giant.
Or
It
is
wouldn't
that
even
9?
matter. You could roll a 35
69.
and it would be like, yeah. I think we should. Oh yeah, so the one thing on the 9s and 6s, if you
The
look,
dots underneath.
there's a dot.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's a dot that's showing you where the floor is, because otherwise the 9 and the 6 look
Right.
like
Very
dadgum
similar.
near the same. They're the same.
You mean like this?
Yes. Yeah. They look like 66 or 99. That's what mine do.
Not 69.
Yeah. Now what was yours? Anyway,
All right. Do you want to go check out the other rooms?
Yeah.
The 3.
so what rooms are we looking at?
Not 20.
The 3 guest rooms.
Okay, so you see that these guest rooms are in fact guest rooms, and none of them appear to be used. That is, the beds in them are made.
Okay.
Do we see anything of interest in any of the rooms?
No.
No.
They're big beds with lots of what you would probably interpret as bear furs, large
Okay.
furred animals.
But these aren't like
We're
giant-sized beds.
Yes, they're giant.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean,
Okay.
This is
They're-
the giant guest rooms.
Okay. Okay.
These are giant scale.
Okay.
They're giant scale guest rooms.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
But
Well,
these 3, as you walk in, you can see that they have the blinky to the outside world walls.
oh. Okay.
These have blinky walls, so that you could walk out and be outside of the
Have the vista.
upper level. You'd be outside of the upper level wall.
Okay. What time of day is it now?
Lunchtime, son.
Lunchtime. It's all lunchtime.
Let's go get us some cheese.
Yeah.
Well,
Some
some
go
cheese.
eat.
You're
Yeah.
eating some chili.
Cheese!
Alright, so with that, it brings us to 10 to midnight, and we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. There's too many other things that could happen, and I know that you all are chomping at the bit for it to be nighttime because I want to go nuke somebody into oblivion. And I get it. And so we will try to give you an opportunity to roll the dice of death next week, and let you try and nuke people. Stupid. But
Only one die shall be cast.
Yeah.
I really hope.
Yeah.
I really hope it's only one die. Actually,
I don't even know.
I don't know if we're gonna get that far.
Yeah.
At least some of it.
So, for those of you that stuck with us tonight, I am so glad that you did. Come get some. Love that you got to hang out with us for a few hours. Next week. Oh wait, what is next week?
The
What is this
6th.
day?
6th.
Okay, we are not going to be on the 6th. Juliet has, I forget what it is. There's something we have going on next week. I think it's her office's Christmas party or something. Anyway, I've got next week. I won't be, but the week after that, the 13th, will be on. Okay. Does that make sense?
Got it.
On or gone?
Working.
Okay.
Next week we're off. And then on the 6th we're off, and then on the 13th we should be on.
Okay. That's what
I was. So 2 weeks. Cool. We'll do this. I'll give me time to
Prep.
ship Joe his new die. And what? Look at me like I'm crazy.
Yes, thank you for the die.
Yes.
Thank you.
But
You're
yeah, we'll be ready, and I'm gonna build up. So is it your, at least in general, is your mentality to nuke things like the dragon wings, the red wizards, the dragon? Is that your thought?
So you can
process
build
just in
your
general? I just need
fight
to
encounters?
I can just build the
Maybe not
encounters.
the dragon. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know if we're gonna fight the dragon.
I'm
Definitely
just
the
saying, in
wizard.
general, that's
Murder's
You're-
gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
but those in general is the people in the barracks and the red wizards are things you're
Yeah.
interested in.
Everybody.
nuking.
As a representative of the bloodthirsty other Joe, yes, there will be murder afoot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He will ask them if they would like to jump off the cliff themselves.
And we all know that they won't. So
Yeah.
That's not our problem. We gave him the option.
Yeah.
They can walk the plank or they could not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. They're gonna have it.
Got him!
I'm telling you, you're walking the plank.
Yeah.
We've decided
Can't do suggest if it harms them.
we're a bunch of pirates. Okay.
That's
Is that
weird.
good?
Just all of a sudden
All
went
right.
from 3 to 5
Thanks,
viewers.
stream. See you in a couple of weeks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
If you just showed up,
Click us back to
Sorry.
intro.
have
Hey,
fun.
Michael, will you click us back to intro?
Bye, guys.